live. I just want to mention something. There is a restaurant chain that exists in BC. It might exist in other places in Canada, and I don't know if it is in America. But it's like a cheap Japanese kind of stir fry kind of yakisoba plate that we have. And and I went there to get like really cheap food one day when I was out grocery shopping, and they had the most cursed thing I've ever seen that would make your soul die. It was a sign that says, "Here at restaurant, we say welcome Ichiwa."
What?
It says, "We here at the restaurant's name say welcome Ichiwa."
That's awful.
Isn't that bad?
That might be the worst one.
That's out of all of the Englishisms that have been hybridized into Japanese money. That's the new low. That's setting the bar in Satan's wine cellar low.
Isn't that bad?
God, okay. See, I was just...
I now have a new weakness.
Welcome Ichiwa.
Welcome Ichiwa.
It's so bad.
It's not even welcome. Welcome is yokoso. Konnichiwa is just like
So now I have a brand new raid message for any time I'm gonna push my cart friends over to you, Gaijin.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Money hates.
You better watch it, or else Gaijin will tell you to Yamete Kuda stop.
I hate all of you. I'm going to in-game murder all of you. I swear to God. Greckles cast death upon everyone.
You can't murder anybody. By the
Oh,
chat's definition, you're already dead.
That's true, chat. I have decidedly died 6 times in the 4 years we played Unexpectables. Canonically, I have died according to you. Sometimes I've believed it, sometimes I don't understand, but it's fine.
Hey guys, and it's like I almost have I have this character that makes a face called Sicko Face, and it looks very similar to something else that you keep telling me looks like something you make. So yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be cathartic as shit.
I like how this has become Wednesday night shit on Gaijin night. I just
No. I love you. I just saw it and I thought of you, and I'm like, oh wow, Gaijin.
No, so Probate's in here. Probate sent me, I kid you not, he sent me, he's been doing Monster Rancher, he sent me this unlock that he did, and it's horrifying, and I'm like, you know what, that actually looks like a Shishi, the New Year, the one that bites your head, and he's like, oh yeah, it's canonically that, and I'm just like, God, okay. So no, it's a good night for culture shock, and so...
I just wanted to share. I saw it and I'm like, wow, Gaijin would hate this. I have to tell him right away.
Oh, so much. Anyway, hey, where can we find everyone?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good question. We'll start with Bosco. Where can they find you? Where are you up to?
All right.
Sorry to pull you away from
I'm
your
just going to take shut up, Connor. I'm just going to take this opportunity to say that we lost a great broadcaster. I want to send out my condolences to John Madden's family.
Yeah.
He was a legend. There's a reason that the video game is named after him. He was 85 years old. We have no idea what happened, but rest in peace, big guy. You were a legend.
Wow.
Absolutely. You had a great run.
Unironic champ. Freaking hell.
Oh.
So, okay.
Guess we'll move on to Gaijin then.
Hey, I'm still alive despite what chat says. You find me at twitch.tv/GaijinGoomba, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central, and literally everywhere else like YouTube and Twitch, or YouTube and Twitter. I'm working on a new video, finally doing a brand new Witch Ninja, talking about Snake, aka Momochi from Animal Crossing. That one's been on the plate for a while, so oh yeah, there's a lot, Monty, there's a lot. I just finished scripting today, recording and editing starts tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time. 7 Days to Die, Alpha 20 dropped. I streamed that last night. If you have not played Left 4 Dead, Jesus, 7 Days to Die in a while, play it. There's so much that got added. Things got upgraded, new things got added. It's good. Zito, you're gonna like it.
I like to shoot.
Other than that, speaking of Zito got me Crab Fight. So,
sorry, I'm working on the intro. I put down Gurkles accidentally.
Add it to the Greconomicon. Gurkles.
Gherkins.
Gherkins, good.
Yeah. Gherkins, the Kenku Rogue.
Anyway, Zito, thank you for the crab battle game. I'll have to stream that at some point. And Okinawa Rush was from our very own Distortion Devil. I'll have to stream that too, because that's definitely in my wheelhouse. Brand new, oh my god, Kiki Kai Kai. What's the English name? Crap, Pocky and Rocky, thank you. That's coming out, as well as a bunch of other Japanese-isms games that I'm going to be streaming. So a lot on my plate going forward. And god, okay, who's next? Because there's a lot of things happening in chat right now.
Right on. We'll go with Zito. We're going to find you, and what are you up to?
Twitch.tv/Zito. I got a new schedule going in for next year that I'm kind of sitting on. But until then, mostly carts and indie games. I am doubling down on cart really, really fucking hard because a bunch of my friends are now getting interested. So, oh boy, here I go racing again. Stuff is getting... if you want to check out any of my homebrew stuff, moving forward, my Patreon is the better place to look forward to it. DM's Guild is going to start becoming more of a second hand more than it is a primary, for the sake of being able just to write my own stuff and not have to, worry about any legal ramifications. So, more unhinged Zito nonsense over at my Patreon at the Ever Ingant Almanac. Throw Ixits at your DMs, make them playable. It's stupid. Giant manta ray people. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I fixed it. I made it work.
Beautiful.
Excellent. Monty, are you still writing the intro?
I am, but my name's not Monty. My name's Molly. We've confirmed.
Right, Molly Glue, would you like to tell us where they can find you and what you're up to?
I just want to give Bosco shit. You can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. Tomorrow is more Dungeon than Mad Mage. They actually made it to the 2nd level, which is pretty great. So they'll be continuing on. They've leveled up to level 6, and that'll be really fun. And then on Sunday, potentially a stream, potentially not. It depends. Me and my friend Shay have been hanging out, and she's been playing Shadow of the Colossus, and she needs to beat that game, and I'm gonna make her beat that game. So we might hang out on Sunday, but if not, if plans don't make it through, then I will be streaming on Sunday. Probably more Pokemon. We beat Cyrus, who happens to be the same age as me, and you know what? He looks like he's dying, and that's, as the youth would say, a big mood. So we'll be fighting Dialga, I think, in our next Pokemon Nuzlocke session. We had some close calls. We almost lost Snarf. It was very scary. I hate Aftermath.
No.
Bad ability. Dislike. Very bad. Yeah, keep your eyes on my Twitter for stuff as well. I'll be probably talking about things throughout the weeks and stuff like that. And I know it's still kind of my intro time, but definitely if you haven't followed the Unexpectables Twitter, I would definitely follow the Unexpectables Twitter or join the Discord. Thumbs up. All right, that's it for me.
Yes. And they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tuesdays is when I'm playing games with my buddies, tabletop simulator stuff. Friday is where I basically just do whatever I feel like with whoever decides to show up. A lot of fun party games there. Saturdays before either Gateway or the Prince Division. I believe upcoming next year will be Gateway. I think will be our first show back in the new year.
I think so. Yeah, it's Gateway on the 1st.
So on the 1st,
I think. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, that's right.
about
That's
the
right.
8th.
The
Yes.
8th. That's my bad.
The
Oh my
8th
god.
is when we'll be back in the new year. With Gateway, and on that same day, I'm also playing Yakuza 5 Remastered. And Sundays, I am playing through the Banner Saga, and
Are you enjoying that game still?
Depression.
I am, but it hurts.
Oh.
It's depression, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Is there something?
Picture the first Telltale Walking Dead game, and then
Ooh.
yeah, it's good, but it hurts. Yeah. Also check out Dead House Sonata, spiritual successor to the Legacy of Kain. Got a tech demo out right now that you can play. Go to deadhousensonata.com, and also check out my DM's Guild, where the Warpath Barbarian will release soon. I promise. With that, I'd like to thank our sponsor for this evening's escapades.
Oh, right. I'm gonna need them.
Die Hard Dice. Don't hurt yourself.
I just wait for the day that, like, after we hear a metal clank noise and then it's just dead silence and we all just get worried.
Oh no. Monty got a D4 stuck in her windpipe.
After I
most
accidentally
deadly of
knocked
dice.
over my dice bag with dice in it, I still find D4s all over my floor. It's a treacherous life.
Oh god, you mean caltrops?
Yeah.
As we've stated before, Die Hard Dice is currently not shipping anymore until the new year. I believe what was it? Yeah, they won't be shipping any more orders until the new year. But I believe you can still purchase Die Hard Dice. And if you would like to do that, go to dieharddice.com and use the code Unexpectable ! To save 10% on your order. And with that, got some business to read off. Business. Cass Allen, thank you for the Prime sub. GeForce 39, thank you for the 21 months. King Kiwi 2516, thank you for the 9 months. When the Unexpectables marched upon Alavast, that was when we knew the truth. Orin was not with us, and he never had been. Siru, thank you for the 11 months. Question, what would a chimera sound like in terms of tone?
No!
Gwen Ninja, thank you for the... Alright, the goat. I forgot he was...
Yeah.
He's a spellcaster.
Yeah, don't forget the goat. Important part of the head.
Gwen Ninja, thank you for the 19 months. Woo-woo! Can't wait to see the state of the city. Also, I wonder what that condemned building Borky bot has finally changed its ways. Dr. Mighty, thank you for the 14 months. That String Fellow, thank you for the 13 months. Urge to Rampage Rising, like the video game. Death the Kid, thank you for the 7 months. Good luck and don't die. Silly Nero, thank you for the 4 months. Combat Stone, thank you for the 7 months of Prime subbage. No message, just sub. Kidows, thank you for the 50 bits. Small Nyanta, thank you for the 12 months. I can only imagine when the Sun Soldiers raided Borky's cheese store, they stole the snake cheese. Sen Sinful, thank you for the 17 months of Prime subbage. Wow, 17 months. What a wild ride. Eben Sky, thank you for the elite bits. Welcome Ichiwa, guys.
Oh.
Benmaru Kauros Corwin, thank you for the 777 bits. Hopefully Remy gets a chance to de-stress this episode. Jinty13, thank you for the 20 months. Pentageddon, thank you for the 12 months. 12 months and the best D&D show. To this, on the day I finished moving in, let's lead the resistance and throw the Orin clergy back into the sea. Zanwin, thank you for the 19 months. Good luck tonight. Also, have a happy new year. Indeed. This will be our last show for the year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see you all in the new year.
In the new year. See you next year. Get it?
Everyone hates 2021. Bring on 2022.
We'll hate it too.
Woo!
You know, it'll grow on us. It'll grow on us, maybe like a tumor.
2021 2.
I love the Peggle man. I don't know who he is, but like I love Peggle man and his enthusiasm for Peggle 2. So good.
Never change, Peggle 2, man. Zanwin, thank you for the 19 months. Pasta Parade, thank you for the 17 Prime. We are back. Arch Requiem D, thank you for the 100 bits. First time I've been able to watch a Wednesday stream in a long time. Please, may the NPCs be alive. Zexita, thank you for gifting 2 subs to the community. Solar Fire, thank you for the 2 bits.
Yes.
I'm trying to make sense of the message here.
Uh-oh. We got an encryption.
Gaijin, the best rogue, better than an industrious rogue.
What?
Yes.
That's my interpretation.
There's a robot somewhere that's just like you going around.
That's Gurkles! Shit!
It's gherkins.
God damn it.
It's Gurkles.exe.
Ah!
Flustered Bun, thank you for the reading with a party of 3. The Demon Who Stops a Sneeze, thank you for the 21 months. Hey Monty, did you know that there is a kind of mushroom that naturally makes artificial maple flavor when dried? It is Canada's #1 enemy.
Okay, counter argument: maple syrup. I rest my case.
That's so weird.
Tree sap.
It's
Mushrooms
tree
are
blood.
crazy, guys. Night Allen, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, everyone, for all the laughs and all the great players and characters. And a great big thank you to Monty for being an inspiration for me to run my own D&D game. Bubba Bob, thank you for the 15 months. Renfield88, thank you for gifting, what is this, 20 tier 1 subs? Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much.
That's too many.
Big Bad Shadow Man, thank you for the 21 months. Give me a 21. 21. Always look for an excuse. Just Kneeling, thank you for the 500 bits. How do you drown a hipster? Throw him into the mainstream.
Okay, +1.
Combat Stone, thank you for the 2 gifted subs to the community. Red Wake 91, thank you for the 500 bits. I get to watch this live for once. Hopefully none of our lovable cast died, right, Monty? Right?
When last we
Hey,
left
Connor?
our heroes.
Connor?
Yeah.
I just got this in. I need to say this. Okay, real quick. Sarah, go the fuck to sleep. All right, thank you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sarah, also, when we get the chance, I need you to draw a picture on the main picture on the Roll20 game, by the way. Do that later, though.
Except you have to go to sleep, apparently.
Yeah, go to sleep first. We can deal with it later.
Indeed. With that question dodged, Truck EXE, thank you for the 21 months. Y'all are and always have been amazing. Thank you. This campaign is special to me and got me through the tough times. Akazar, thank you for the 500 bits. My God, I thought we were off for the year until I got the notification. Let's go. That's why I gotta tune into the Twitter. May DeBerry, thank you for the 13 months, 14 rather. I'm still alive. I missed you all so much. Caught up with the VODs. Man, the last stream I was in was about a year ago. Good to be back. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Don't die.
I'm good.
That's my job.
His throat's escaping.
Just try to escape. Lazy Spade, thank you for the 1,200 bits. Mick11, thank you for the 6 months. Happy to subscribe to my favorite D&D group. The Goblet of Fun Making, thank you for the 21 months. Bosco, I came to California this week and I feel lied to by the media. It is not warm and sunny. It's been cold and rainy for the past 5 days.
That's why you come to Texas. It's always hot here.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Cowboy shit.
Well said, Bosco.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
Like Tibuya, thank you for the 300 bits. Happy New Year, Unexpectables. And Unexpectables community. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 300 bits. Oh God. On a scale from ooh, what's this to ara ara, where are your characters?
Ban that person. I'm just joking.
Mod them, then ban them, then VIP them, then ban them again.
Okay, Connor, I don't know if we're gonna get through everything before we have to start.
Yeah, you might have to just read off stuff. We might not be able to read comments on the bit donations, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez.
Do you think you can get through the next 5 minutes by just reading out the,
Yeah, I probably could.
Okay.
Sorry, chat, they're cutting me off. The Real Tech Bandit, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Meek the Bassist, thank you for the 245 bits. Erwin Elf, thank you for the 750 bits. Pseudonym, thank you for the 19 months. Disco Tech Priest, thank you for the 18 months. Bubba Bob, thank you for the 500 bits. Game Master Anth, thank you for the 20 months. Sean Chai 2025, thank you for the 21 months. Death Destroy 119, thank you for the 11,000 bits. Goodness.
Ooh.
Thank you so much, Death Destroy 119.
Thank you.
Dark Wolf 920.
I was gonna say we could get Austin the Good Seed mix.
Yeah. Them premium wood chips.
Man, I want to believe Austin turned into a bird.
Dark
We'll
Wolf
we'll get him
920.
a cuddle bone then.
Thank you for the 5 months. Almost half a year already. Time flies, but hey, I'm off on Wednesdays for the next couple of weeks, so I can finally catch you guys live again.
Awesome.
Reading off the biz. Noble Crumpet, thank you for the 6-party raid. Greasy X Spoon, thank you for the 21 months. Define User Error, thank you for the 18 months of Prime subbage. Note of Creation, thank you for the Prime sub. Mick11, thank you for the 159 bits. Fantastic Callum, thank you for the 100 bits. Mad Joker 75, thank you for the sub. Bag of Holding, thank you for the 21 months. Dragon Alchemist 51, thank you for the 20 months. Jester Uzumaki, thank you for the 95 bits. Gorefoot, thank you for the 6 months. Combat Stone, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Lazy Spade, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Cryptic Cyanogen, thank you for the 21 months. ATLA Gamer, thank you for the 21 months. Kane Lane God, thank you for the 13 months. Shine Greymon, thank you for the 20 months. Nuclear Drake, thank you for the sub. Sir Thomas Percy, thank you for the Prime sub for 21 months. Cosmosis45, thank you for the Prime sub for 17 months. Quasmojo, thank you for the 3 months. Kaze3173, thank you for the 20 months. Nova Flame, thank you for the 6 months. Kane Lane God, thank you for the additional 100 bits. Dusty Bone, thank you for the 12 months. Mad Joker 75, thank you for the 10,500 bits.
Oh wow, holy shit.
Goodness gracious.
Thank
You are
you.
being generous tonight. Draconian
That's a
9,
lot of
thank you for that's a lot of bits. Thank you for the 19 months, Draconian 9. Tia Star, thank you for the 5 months of Prime. X Bella X3, thank you for the 15 months. Solar Fire 7, thank you for the 3 bits. Mad Joker 75, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Slipstream, thank you for the 500 bits. Poor Man Joestar, thank you for the 500 bits. Yinpei, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Great Otaku Bomb, thank you for the 11,400 bits.
Oh my god, you guys.
Goodness gracious. Saint Jimmy, thank you for gifting 50 subs to the community.
Why'd you give that a southern drawl?
Saint Jimmy.
It felt,
Thank
it
you.
felt, you know what? It felt correct, honestly.
Wait, did you say 50 subs?
50 subs!
Oh my god, yeehaw.
Saint Jimmy.
Yee, and I cannot stress this enough, huh?
Whenever I
blessing.
hear the name Jimmy, I always think back to the Froggy Fresh song. That's when I met the only man that could stop this rampage, Giant Jimmy. The Pocketed Baby, thank you for the 20 bits.
He escaped.
I have to read the message. It says, "Hey, Greckles, remember me? I remember you."
Oh, I remember.
GT13, thank you for the 11 months. Ranreb, thank you for the 200 bits. Dude the Man, thank you for the 18 months. Dr. Caliban, thank you for the 18 months. An Anonymous Cheer, thank you for the 200 bits. Riku9619, thank you for the 21 months. And Kleptic Kenku, thank you for the 500 bits.
Oh
And
my
Dicey
god.
X, thank you for the bit.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess so.
Arrowed. I showed that to my wife for the first time ever a couple
Oh
days
my
back.
god. Teen Girl Squad.
God, kids back in the fucking 90s were cringy as shit, weren't they?
So, when last we left our heroes, Greckles, the Kenku Rogue, Task, the Kobold Ranger, Panic, the Tiefling Bard, and Remy, the Kenku Fighter, the party is in the thick of the invasion of the United Clergy of Orin. After bypassing the garrison around the underground temple to Orin and teleporting their way directly to the Undersun, they have run into their previous guard, Vel. As they make their way into the undersun that now stands, it stands now 3 times its original size, with the light of the undersun illuminating the darkness. So, the immediately thing that hits you is the size of the undersun. When you were here last, it was just a bunch of kind of very crude stone, not really roofed buildings, but like walled off sections with open marketplaces with, carpets and rugs in places. It is now triple the size. There are now tents that have been set up. You see a lot of just like areas where you just see kind of people mulling about. There is no need for a roof, luckily, and the temperature down here is, stays relatively pleasant. But there are a lot of people here now.
I imagine it's like really, really packed and condensed.
No, actually not. It's actually the undersun itself is a very wide open space. It seems to be like almost like I'm trying to think of what kind of size to compare it to, but like the center of it is this massive lake, but the rim around the lake is massive as well. It is easily bigger than Alabas in terms of the open space that is available. But that being said, there is a lot of people here suddenly, whereas before there was very few.
Is there a general larger mixing of more Underdark races and standard people, or is it just what we could assume to be townspeople taking refuge more than anything?
Let me just change the ambience here.
Oh, right. I should be in Roll20, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you
That'd
should.
be a good idea.
Yeah, I guess.
That's why I'm buying you time, forehead.
As you guys walk, assumedly with Vel, you can tell who is a native denizen to the undersun and who is definitely not. There are some really confused looking Neogi, the weird insectoid bug-like creatures, slaver guys who seem very like as gnomes are walking past in front of them. They're just kind of like licking their chops. And you see there's actually kind of a guard set up now. Before there was like sort of a overarching, like a lot of people respected and feared Bob because of his power, but now there actually seems to be an actual organized guard here. Notably,
power.
they do, yeah. But a lot of people who don't know Bob don't fear him. So there's clearly a guard here for those people. Notably, as you walk through, you do notice there's a lot of Alabastian citizens. You can tell who they are based off of their garb and what they're carrying with them. You see a lot of drow. You see a lot of Durgar, a lot of orcs, a lot of kobolds. Not like a ton, but just like more, like you've seen before.
More than usual.
More than usual. They're very condensed in one spot. There seems to be a bigger balance of Underdark races than there are to be normal individuals in terms of like humans, elves, the standard, dwarves and all that stuff. But they still are here. You do notice there is a drow and elf couple who seem to be kind of walking around and are trying to kind of like assess things. But Vel keeps walking with you and she goes, "We've made a temporary lodging state here. The hardest thing has been food. Not so much finding it as so much as stomaching it. It's a lot of bugs."
It grows on you.
Yeah. To say people aren't getting a bit squirrely is to be a lie. I'd hate for this to be a permanent solution, but not only is Alabas taken over, but it's kind of disconnected us from any safe way back to where we originally came from.
Where exactly is everyone? Especially everyone from the Sweet Dragon. Do you know who made it out?
Oh, who made it out? Well, Anj is currently guarding the entrance in the city to here. That temple that was being worked on.
Right.
Yeah, he's there. Arlo, you guys weren't here. She kind of gestures over to a table that you see, and you kind of go over and you sit down, and she kind of goes, "Well, what I know about it anyway is that the initial assault was surrounding the city. They wanted to cut us off, not let people escape. What they didn't know is that we had an escape, which was that temple. Bork Bronzefang organized it that anyone who would be less likely to survive the occupation be sent down here first." And she kind of looks around and yeah, you do notice that, Tiefling walk by and other individuals walk by.
Mm-hmm.
Arlo and Zotira, when the invasion breached the walls, were set out to protect them. I don't know what's happened to the Silver Dragons since. Osphalos is here, actually. He's managing lodgings at the moment. Sorry, I'm just checking because I have a lot of notes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fluffy and Skinny are here as well. They weren't priority, but Skinny's pregnant, so I figured it'd be best if she made her way down here. Fluffy's currently working in a blacksmithery that they've set up. They're trying to maintain weapons and armor in case the fight comes here. But the good thing about this location is that the channels to get in are narrow, and we can kind of stop any assault with the amount of men we have. I mean, everyone in Alabas, for the most part, can fight, which is good. And the clergymen would have to kind of go through narrow points of caverns and stuff like that, which means we have a means to stop them via magic or brute force.
I also doubt that they would want to come down here. This seems to be the epitome of everything they hate.
Honestly, I feel like this is a location that they would want to destroy in some manner, but for now, it doesn't seem to be their priority, and I don't know why. She kind of shrugs.
We all eye shift to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Hala's guarding the other entrance with Kiwi, actually. They're both up in the temple area, but last we heard reconnaissance-wise is that area's been cut off, so they've probably made their way further inwards. But theirs is a stealth mission, and I have the utmost faith in them, especially Kiwi. He's actually really good at that.
So we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
The snake that used to live in the backyard, he's like our main communication hub right now.
He's communications. Fuck.
You mean Hasrad?
Yeah, him. Blue guy. Works for the council.
The council member Hasrad.
Yeah, him and Scarbles are like, it's crazy. So Scarbles bores holes, right, to the surface, and he sends snakes through those holes to communicate with our scouts up above.
I mean, it makes sense.
Good.
That's how we've been getting most of our information, and it's been working out so far.
I knew one day that'd pay off.
Oh, Helga's serving drinks. It looks like someone just picked her up and put her in a different place, to be honest with you.
Just copy and paste.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't expect anything bad to happen to Helga.
Yeah. Iggy's here as well, helping Fluffy. When we were told an invasion was coming, he mumbled something about the plans, and gathered up a bunch of stuff, and he wasn't allowed to, but he went in anyway. We didn't stop him.
That would be something to investigate later.
I have no idea where Log went.
Bad.
That's par of the course, but very terrible.
And last I heard from Meryl, she was with her family on her family's farm. So I don't know what's going on there.
Tass kind of like nudges his hand on the table, kind of like to get attention. Where's my son?
Oh, he's here. Yeah, he's here. He's with Helga.
Face first on the fucking table with a relieved sigh.
Rub his back.
Naragan is with his girlfriend, but I don't know what state they're in at the moment.
That's something I have to look into.
Old Teapot and Opal are here. Opal was definitely one of our priorities. Pitch is a scout. He's trying to get good with some of the United Clergy members. He's an entertainer. He's got that charisma, so he's been feeding us a lot of really decent information. And then, sorry, I'm just looking at your guys' other employees. Oh, Ty Borpington is working at the canteen.
He's working with all the bugs. How do I do this?
But yeah, that's all the people in the Sweet Dragon. I should really get back to my post. I'm glad to see you guys, though. I really am, and I figure you guys have a lot of people you're probably going to want to talk to who aren't, a short Goliath.
One last thing. I know we haven't seen him in a while. I know he technically has another place where he is. Several of them. You know what happened to Borky?
Last I heard, him and his orcs were up in the east defending the coastlines to prevent any further occupation. From what I heard, they've moved far northeast, currently of their position. They're alive, it sounds like, but they're on the move.
He's on the front line.
Yeah, in a word.
I mean, that probably is the best place he could do good.
Yeah, honestly. I just hope he's all right.
Yeah.
There's
Where
a
is
lot
Willow?
of what ifs. Willow's here, yeah. She's in a state, but she's here.
I'm sorry, I blanked. This is all a lot to take in. Is Doros?
She kind of shrugs. I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Okay.
We'll need to check in on her.
Just listen. Do what you can. Don't feel like you can do everything, okay? We'll get through this together, though. It has to be together. She kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, Task, and gives you a bit of a squeeze and does a nod and kind of shoulders her axe and goes walking away.
Well, gentlemen, where do we get started?
I have priorities, but I know Sully is probably the most likely.
Well, we need to report to her and get a better understanding of what happened and what's happening. But I don't like the fact that Willow's gone. Probably need to talk to Brooke. I need to talk to Pilchard. We might need to try and find information about Everyman and how that front's been going down. We might even need to be talking to Bob.
If I know anything, Everyman probably is fled.
Well, we won't know.
I will be of selfish reasons. I wish to find my wife.
That's not selfish.
Yeah.
That's 100% understandable.
So, we split up, meet up somewhere after we finish finding our friends and loved ones.
I feel our desires are prudent as of right now, and then duty can come next.
I will say this, you are probably going to have to consult someone who knows where everybody is, because if you just keep, you got like a giant, you have the city of Alabaz currently unorganized, all in one location.
You said there were thousands of people here?
Oh, there's tons of people here, yeah. It's a proper crowd. It's not condensed, but there is a lot of people, like, you know.
Well, let's stick together for now, and then once we find out where people are, we'll split off then. Where should we meet up after we're finished doing our stuff? Try to find Ty?
What's a really big landmark, Monty? Like something that we could see from
the
pretty
temple.
Far.
The temple is the biggest landmark here. It is the only proper structure in all of the Undersun.
Maybe we should meet up at the temple then. It should be the easiest thing to find. I have no idea how we're going to tell time down here, though.
I think we'll... I think our meetings will just not be too terribly dissimilar in length, hopefully.
Fair enough.
Okay. Who's going where?
Go ahead. It's all good.
No, please.
Grekel's had priority with Sully, obviously.
Okay.
Definitely want to check in with Brork, Pilchard. Yeah.
You're gonna want to go there as a group. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Okay.
That's a group thing.
Okay.
Honestly, I think the best thing to do would see Sully first. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, then let's get that out of the way then.
Because they're gonna know if anyone's missing, they're gonna know who, and they're gonna know who's here as well. They're gonna have everything. Vel only knows about her coworkers because that's Vel's scope.
Right.
But whoever is around Sully probably has a bigger scope. I don't want to force your hand, but I feel like just for a comfortable, like, not being like you don't find them, it might be an easier way to get you guys connected if you want to find somebody.
It's also a bit more convenient, so that's fine.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we can go see Sully first.
Bosco, is that okay with you as well?
Here, hold on. Let me take it back a second. We should see Sully first.
Well done.
You're welcome. I do it all. I do it all for you, the fans.
All right. Are you okay with that, Bosco?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, finding Sully is very easy. There is a large war tent kind of situated off the side near the temple, but not too far away. And it is heavily guarded. You see currently standing, framing it on one side, is actually Bismati Primtash at the moment.
Son of a bitch. I mean,
well.
On one side. And on the other side, which is significantly better to see, is Pilchard.
Ah, very nice.
Mm-hmm. Pilchard kind of turns and goes, "Hey, is that you guys?"
Yeah, sorry, it's been a while.
He walks up to you, Greckles, and he just smacks you across the face really hard.
Ow.
Sorry, just gotta make sure.
Yeah, don't. He's rubbing his beak. Yeah, don't worry. That's happened more than once.
This is becoming a common phenomenon.
Lately.
Look, I'm fine. I'm used to it at this point. Oh. So
you guys should head on in.
Oh. Okay.
Bismati doesn't say anything. She just kind of gives you guys a little glance. Nothing really evoking any sort of emotion. But the moment the examination is done, she calms herself. She seems a little suspect at first, but then the moment you're slapped, she's like, okay, we're good. As the tent is held open, and you guys enter inside, you see the most strange, like not strange, but just a bunch of people you don't expect to be together. Give me 1 second to grab some ambience here.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Taking off my coat.
You see Brooke Bronsfang, who looks beat to shit. He is looking haggard. His armor in particular has dents in it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. You also see Isla currently sitting on like some crates, kind of in the corner of the tent. Notably, she also looks reasonably battle worn. Notably, the sort of long kind of cape-like cloak is off of her, and is kind of draped over her shoulders. And you see her kind of like her giant scythe-like staff is kind of rested next to her. Yeah, she looks haggard. You see currently. Oh, go ahead.
No. Don't go ahead. I was gonna make a gag.
You see Averyman currently talking with Edward and Robso.
Oh man!
Around a map. And nearby you see Solly currently locked in what looks like, very serious discussion. And behind her, you see Ragu, Huxley. You don't see Quarion. You don't see Jerry. And you don't see Azra Sahar either. And the moment you guys enter the room, the discussion immediately stops. And everyone turns to look at you.
Please don't slap us in the face. We just got here. We promise you we're real.
There's a collective sigh of relief.
I figured.
At least I don't have to slap myself.
I can do it for you.
You guys are safe. Solly kind of turns and looks towards you. And not worse for Rare, Brooke says.
Yeah, sorry about that. Our extra plan, our trip, well, time distortion and all that. Lots of things that I'm sure the wizards and mages are going to love to grill us about later, but...
What was a few days for us apparently has been months.
It has been. You hear Isla say. And as she turns, you notice that she has one arm. The other arm is gone.
Fuck.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, see, I was gonna make a gag that she was like battle worn, like mid-game Arkham Knight. Nah, this is fucking late-game Arkham Knight damage.
Yeah.
What on earth happened?
An invasion happened. I had to hold the line along with Brooke to make sure that the remaining refugees make their way down here before the door was closed. And a few high-ranking members of the United Clergy of Orin's army did not like that so much. You just hear Brooke trying to kind of exhale a little bit. Everyman kind of just goes, to say it's been a struggle would be a bit of an understatement, but it could have been much worse had we not have our pathway out of the city. They surrounded us rather quickly, corked every hole any rats could scurry through, but some of us made our own holes.
Picture
Oh.
scar holes.
Right. Who did we lose?
Edward and Rob so kind of turns and strokes a hand through his beard and goes, that's the interesting part. We don't have a full collateral knowledge right now. We're working off of spies on the surface, and the Orin clergy are very much shutting down the different districts. Each one is now separated and, well, impossible to traverse up towards the council district. Loss has many different meanings. We don't know if people are dead or if they're imprisoned or worse, removed out and taken back to Periton, or on their way there.
Oh, I hadn't even stopped to consider that. There might be people still inside the city that are Alabastian.
Mm-hmm.
The occupation is not one of slaughter. You watch as Edward and Robson begins to kind of pace. They came here with purpose, and to conquer its people is meant to conquer its people. But to say they would not dispatch those of more unsavory sways, well, we got most everyone out that we could. We prioritized those who would more likely incur the ire of the United Clergy. He kind of gives this smile where he's just like, like me.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been any knowledge about what the clergy is actively seeking, why they're really here?
They were, at least to our knowledge, seeking information about the attic.
We know why they're really here.
And they were searching for you.
Yeah.
That about sums it up.
They kind of turn. Edward kind of turns towards you, Remy, and goes, and thankfully, due to your Griffin Rider friends, we managed to smuggle out any pertaining information out of the city before they could get their hands on it.
Remy will go stand at attention and nod.
Edward, I remember there were those texts when we fought that Arcanoloth that made mention of everything. Are those secure?
Yes, those are, along with other research that was done by third parties that came to Alabast, as well as some rather intimate journaling done by Captain Canary, the first one to have met the creature within the attic. You can see Solly's getting antsy, and she's looking at you, Task.
Task turns his head towards her, and he nods like to her, like to say something.
Task, can I ask you something?
Aye, no better time.
She looks towards Ragu and Huxley. May I steal away Task for a moment, Council? He watches everyone turns and kind of gives her a nod.
Task's ears droop.
Can I insight her before they leave?
Absolutely. Go for it.
22.
22. Something. It's not like she's gonna stab Task in the stomach or something.
Oh, back to season 1, are we?
No. But you get the sense that time is of the essence for something, and it involves Task, and she's very much like, she's like, okay, I have a lot to say to you guys, but there's a priority right now that's kind of more important. You
Gotcha.
Get the sense.
Okay.
Task, you follow her?
I do.
All right. She leads you out of the tent and then over to another tent, which smells like iodine and blood.
Oh.
And she kind of, you can see her kind of breathe, and she goes, through this tent. She said she wanted to talk to you. She's been holding out for you to get back.
Tess stops for a hot second, but then continues on, like just dead face.
She kind of gives you a nod, and you, as you go and fold open the tent flap, she turns and looks as though she's returning back to the council. As you walk in, you see a single body in one of the beds, not stirring. You can just hear a heavy breath. And you walk over and you see Azra Sahar on death's door. She kind of turns towards you. You have a nasty habit of making people wait.
Not on purpose. But I can understand why you would feel that way.
You have no reason to listen to what I have to say.
Tass takes her hand, yet I want to.
Do you know why, when I saw you, I hated you so much?
Did you see me and her? Did you see her and me?
I thought at first that was what it was. That you were a monument to what I lost. But now I know the truth. I looked at you and I saw myself. I saw my anger, my bitterness, my inability to heal. I fought back, I reconquered, I broke the chains. Yet I didn't. I was so scared of a future where I could lose it all again that I didn't let it happen. I saved my people, but I left them scattered. I left you scattered as well. You hear her kind of, she shifts over and it's just the last strain, and she pulls out her sword with the sheath on it, and she kind of drags it over top of herself and brings it to your hand. Will you honor a bitter old woman's dying wish?
I will do more than that. Not only will I honor it, but I will also give you a spark of hope, as a warrior should get on the way out.
If you survive this, find our people, reunite them, find your family again, and she kind of pushes the sword into your hands. Give that to Sully. She will need it.
She spoke to me, you know. She saw the pain in you that she saw in me. I understand what you were feeling. It was a difficult emotion to escape from. But I want you to... Yes. But I want you to know that in you speaking with me about this, in knowing what you saw, and what you said that you couldn't escape from, in the last fleeting moments you have obtained that freedom. You can rest knowing that I will see it. I will see your will be done, and I will make sure that your fears are not brought to bear.
Thank you. And her eyes close, and her hand slides and lies still.
Tess.
Azra Sahar, breaker of the black chains of Ruba, blocker of 1,000 arrows, slayer of the sun maw, and the tricker of genies. In her 100 years now lies before you, dead and still, with a face that you've never seen before, a face of contentment and peace.
Her eyes are open, yes?
They're closed.
Okay, good. I was about to say. Task pays his respects by leaning his forehead on top of hers and muttering a prayer. Never before has he done that. It takes him a good moment to rest his head away from her, to wrestle his forehead away from hers. Placing her hand down. You will find peace in this rest, as he says in Draconic, and takes the sword back and tries to find Sully.
Okay. Task, you make your way back in, and you see Ragu just kind of despondent and quiet, and Huxley is looking like kind of pacey and nervous, but you get the sense that they know what's happened. And when they see you and they see the sword, Huxley kind of, you see his one antenna kind of droop, and he walks over towards Ragu, and Ragu kind of, she died a warrior's death, and her story will not be forgotten.
You may add
stand up.
Oh, sorry, I was about to have.
No, go ahead.
You may add to that story that she died with contentment.
The two of them get up and they head towards that tent, probably to do their own farewells. As you rejoin, Solly looks towards you, and she kind of goes, "It was a miracle she was even alive. She said she had to hold out for you. She said that her stubbornness would let her live longer than she should have. And it just needed to go a little bit further. Sorry, Task. I know you two didn't get along, but I think in the end, well, that's not for me to say." Brooke kind of turns towards everybody. You guys at this point, while Task was away, they brought you actually like food and drink. Nothing particularly fancy. It's just kind of just some tea and just some kind of bread rations, just so you guys are fueled up. They've been pretty good about that. And yeah, so out of character, what do you want to ask? Because this is where you're going to get all your information from. They know everything for the most part.
The rest of the guard,
Okay.
Doro, Sebastian, everyone.
Brooke kind of brings his hands into a very tight, kind of crossed arm expression. He looks rather dour, and he goes, "The guard, all the captains have been taken in as prisoner. They're being held in the High District jail, but they haven't been killed to our knowledge. They have a lot of information. They're useful. And warriors like them would be better to be indoctrinated. The United Clergy of Orin seems to have a particular affinity towards spellcasters, given that Alabas has probably the best spellcasters in the city, and their own spellcasting is limited to those of the holy orders. Wizards and sorcerers and whatnot have a lot of intrinsic magical value. As for Sebastian and Borf and everybody else, I don't know. I assume they've also been arrested, and if not, they're probably laying low."
All of them?
All of them. Only the guards who were of a underdark persuasion or that of unsavory wants of the United Clergy were sent in, and they've been acting as guard here in the Undersun since. Believe me, I wanted Doros to come, but he was insistent I get his wife and a lot of his men out of there.
That makes sense.
All right,
Stubborn.
Who wants to go next?
What was to become of those who weren't? Who was to become of the guards who? You know what? No, never mind. It's a stupid question. I was about to ask. Like, basically, Tass wanted to know, like, what about the faiths? I know they had guards and everything else around here. There were like other religions and whatnot. What is their?
Like the temples.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Oran clergy are a zealotous lot. You hear Edward and Rob so kind of speak up. But to desecrate a temple is to bring forth the ire of any god, whether they like them or not. To my knowledge, while none of the temples harbor any unwanted, they have not been breached, but they are as entrapped as we are. They're safe inside the temples. If they leave them, then who knows? We have been speaking in reconnaissance to some of the temples, just to see what the state of the city is at the moment.
Do they have provisions?
They do. Most temples are provided with provisions to last a very long time. And we've also been able to smuggle some provisions utilizing some of the holes, as well as some rather surprisingly well-trained rats.
Well, who would blame for that?
Taz scratches the bottom of his chin, hearing that. Would it be too childish to believe that with that sort of superstition, is that a nice way for us to bite back in somehow?
If you bite back, well, they're a flood. The moment there's any sign of hostility, the peace is over, and that temple will be razed to the ground.
I have but one more selfish question.
Sally kind of steps and goes, "Go ahead. This is your home. Don't be hesitant."
Where are the Griffin Knights?
Isla kind of leans forward and they go, "Well, after I was rescued by a rather gregarious blue kobold, it seems as though they've made their way northward to the Mountain of Repetition. They attempted to return here via the temple entrance on the outer walls of the city, but there's a garrison set up there, so they deemed it unsafe to continue on westward, and have since moved northward to the mountain."
Was a white-scaled kobold with them?
It was a blue-scaled kobold who saved me, but I believe there was a human woman and an orc, but they claim to have had other people with them, perhaps a white kobold included. They didn't have many dour looks on their faces, not out of the ordinary than the average citizen, so while I can't promise, I did not get a sense of death about them.
Find the nearest crate. Tash just fucking sits on it, holds his face, relieving it, getting out a relieved sigh.
Sally kind of steps up. She goes, "Basically, anyone who's left behind, the occupation hasn't... I don't know what their I know what their purpose is, but I don't know what their intentions are with the people. I was never part of any sort of occupation movement when I was in the United Clergy of Oran at all. I was too young. But based off of my history lessons, the occupation is step one. If they're looking for you, they're going to start fanning out and start poking on the edges of the cusp of the city. That being said, with Alavas being an undiscovered land, the threats that have existed here will threaten them as well. But it also means that those on the outskirts could be in danger. That being said, Alavasians are resistant and resilient folk. We certainly won't take this lying down.
This isn't the first rodeo.
But the thing that's the most... You watch as Brooke puts a hand on her shoulder. There's no way for us to counter back. We don't have the numbers. We don't have the weapons. We're not a military. The bulk of the Periton army is here.
Who has Liza's mask?
That would be me.
Task, can I see that for a minute?
Task nods, walking up to Greckles. I guess everyone's gonna fucking see it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Flashes the mask and hands it to him.
We think this is what they're looking for. Not only us. Yeah.
They are looking for me. You watch as Lies kind of takes form in front of everybody. Every man who's drinking wine spits it out.
Beautiful.
Oh God, the map, Avery, man, come on.
Brooke Roll an insight on Brooke's reaction to this.
Please, let's go. Come on, baby. Oh, 15.
17.
Oh, wait. Insight. Sorry, hold on. My thing's going slow. Yahoo, buddy. Insight. Kablam.
Okay.
14.
Hold on. I
Does he roll a disadvantage?
you know that meme picture of the cat with its like lips sucked in, like
Yes.
That's kind of the expression Brooke has as Lies appears. Not as large as before, but you know, standing incorporeal, Averyman seems like what the fuck is that? Isla, for the first time, Taz, as you sit next to her, her eyes kind of go, whoa, like kind of slightly open for a second, which is probably the most surprise you've seen on this woman's face.
Tess looks at her and then just gives her a small smile. Cat's out of the bag after all these years, I suppose.
I am aghast.
Yeah, it's part of the course.
Edward has an inquisical look, like he's kind of tilting his head and kind of stroking his beard, going, fascinating. And Brooke is like, and Solly goes, it's you again. I thought you were, we never, huh.
That's why
yeah, go ahead.
It's why we've been gone for so long.
I see. You said you were looking for something important.
Not just to us, but for the entire city.
Perhaps the entire world at this rate.
I am lies. I am that which resides within the attic. I am that which pretendeth to be the heart of Alavast. At least at its beginning. The foe you fight is fearsome indeed. You watch his lies kind of folds down and looks towards Sully. But if I could have your ear, for but a moment. There are things. You watch his lies speaks in like a weird ethereal language. Does anybody speak Celestial?
Mm-mm.
No.
No one speaks Celestial? Okay.
No, but I cast tongues.
Okay. I'm going to say this happens a little too quick before tongues goes off, unfortunately. Because he's just saying, saying a few words. And Sally kind of cocks an eyebrow. And you watch as Brooke kind of turns and cocks an eyebrow too. And Sally kind of reaches up and she kind of looks towards you like to grab the mask. And she goes, is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. She takes the mask. And as she takes the mask, the form vanishes and she holds it. And she goes, I have a private council to attend to. And Brooke kind of goes, of course. I hope it remains pertained to the issues at hand.
Before she goes away, though, Tash kind of like grabs like at a piece of cloth on her armor.
Yes.
Takes Azra's sword and hands it to her.
She reaches down and she takes it and she goes, shouldn't you keep this?
Her wishes were you to see it wield.
She kind of, you can see her as she kind of grips her hand on the sword. You see her fingers kind of shake and she goes, thank you.
Tash smiles and then steps away and produces Epoch in his hand. Besides, I'm more cowardice in my approach to battle.
Yeah, you are. You hear a voice in your head.
Shut up, Eos.
She nods and she takes Liza's mask and departs. The rest of you guys are remaining here with Averyman, who looks like, are we gonna talk about that? Like, she's just like, as Sully walks, they're like with two hands, they're like, Nani the fuck? Edward kind of turns and goes, so you did manage to revive it, I see.
It was our greatest goal, and we see those through.
Surprisingly.
One would wonder if perhaps the two events correlate in some sort of way.
It's possible, but I think with what we know now, we are armed with knowledge of our true enemy.
Hmm.
Though I think everybody should be present for that discussion.
Certainly.
Are you talking about the end panic?
That is what I was going to say, yes.
Everyone cocks everyone cocks their head except for Isla, who's just sipping tea with her one good arm.
Egad.
All we know right now is it's a consistency that we've been seeing for these past couple of years.
I believe you brought this up with me, Edward says. Some sort of god rot or some sort of disease you mentioned.
We used to call it the black goo, but now we know it for what it is. This substance, this corruption, is called the End.
And I assume that deity, that sliver thereof, coined such a name?
Yes.
Interesting. It's a shame I'm not in my study to have so many notes to take. But refugees make do, I suppose.
We can talk about it more whenever everybody is present.
There's still a lot we don't know.
Right. What became of the people who were preparing this place? I know there were some Orin clerics that were preparing the temple for use and the tunnels as well.
Brooke kind of turns and goes, "Are you talking about Helena?"
How did you know?
He gives you this curt look, just kind of like, bruh. Like, bruh. She's currently working in the infirmary, tending to the wounded. Any defector was made to come down here. Her and another ex-cleric also came down here as well.
Another?
We had a temple to Orin in the city, if you recall. And there was another girl there.
I know that very, very well. I was actually going to ask about that.
That would be...
Priest Irons.
Priest Irons has remained in the temple, to my knowledge.
He's still on the surface?
He is, yes.
That's strange.
That's dangerous.
Exactly.
To my knowledge, that place has not been razed to the ground. Though the United Clergy do not like their eclipsed worshippers, it is still a temple of Orin and must be upheld. As for his fate, I'm uncertain.
That's going to have me worried.
The last time we interacted directly with the clergy, we know how they dealt with traitors.
The thing is, though, is Priest Irons is no traitor. He never betrayed his countrymen. He simply made a temple elsewhere. But housing those who may have once had allegiance may seem as traitorous. So there is some hope that they might be aware of that. So it might be best if you do run into any Orin members to keep that on the down low.
I'll do that. You mentioned getting out high priority people first. People with Underdark heritage or Infernal heritage.
Basically anyone who at first sight would be murdered outright.
Okay. How were did the evacuation go in tiers? Like the higher districts first or the lower districts first?
We did not prioritize in that way. We prioritized in basically those who would be killed outright. So children first, adults after, elderly after that. And then after that, it would be anyone who may be seen as an enemy of Periton, anyone who may have had ties there and have since defected were next. After that were people with information that could be used against us, people who knew secret tunnels within the city, people who knew access to very dangerous magical items. A lot of our greatest casters have been sealed away into a pocket dimension and are still as well as trapped as we are currently.
That makes me wonder then, what about the bazaar?
That is precisely the place I am talking about.
Okay, I thought as much.
I think I remember hearing that they had people that were still inside there that are essentially trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Is there simply no way we could actually reach them from within the pocket dimension to here, outside of just the bazaar itself and the
No,
normal entrances?
it acts as a different plane, and even then a plane shift spell would not assist us at all. There's only one way in and one way out. It was designed such a way.
Really? Oof.
But the good news is without the passcode, the Oran clergy cannot get in. But I have no doubts in my mind that they're currently prowling in front of the door. Give me just one quick second. You guys deliberate and you guys can talk about stuff. I have to do something really quick because Hob, I think, needs to be fed because he's screaming. So I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
I'll be honest with you guys. All the people that I want to go talk to are either already here or safe or up above. Yeehaw.
I found out about my people. I guess
I found out about mine.
We need Remy now.
Yeah, I found out about mine, but the only other person I would want to talk to, I would have to use Panic's orb for.
I mean, all things considered, I'd say go for it.
I mean, it's gonna be a one-way fucking message because I can't talk to her. I mean, she can't talk back.
Do we know that for a fact?
Yes, she magically cannot speak.
Okay.
You just get visions in your mind of ASL.
Basically.
It's just wingdings.
You know what? I like. You know what? I like that, and it also is probably like Undertale text or some shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Sounds like.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
why is she a kid picks item? Like, what the fuck?
Oh God.
So,
Oh.
so where's Corion?
Brooke looks and goes, always at her side.
Guess my perception's getting fuzzy then.
We had wondered for a while if they were simply looking for Solly. Until the scouts brought in information that they were looking for you. But I would not be surprised if Solly is still within their radar.
I'd imagine she's a high priority, but with what we know, I think we might be pretty equal in priority for them.
I was about to say, is knowing what we know, Panic, is she a large priority?
I think with that mask you gave her, she might be now.
Well, they don't know that.
Not yet.
That reminds me, is anyone on Scry Watch duty?
Averyman turns and goes, oh, the funny little eyeball man certainly has been helping. And to say that I haven't gotten some of my less than savory security on top of that would be a bit of an understatement. She takes a sip of wine. Then you just know that she's refilled another glass, and she takes a sip. And she goes, "You're welcome."
Speaking of security, Everyman, what about
Right.
Tiango?
Roll an insight check. The moment you say that.
No. Give me that 23.
11.
10.
Remy, did you want to do an insight as well?
I don't think Remy would be paying attention.
That's fair. Task and Panic. Where the hell are they getting this wine from?
That legit was a question I had.
I'm still like prestidigitationing the map. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, it's got like a stain in it. Greckles, you just tied with Averyman. The moment you mentioned what happened to Tiango, you can see a bit of a bite to the mouth and like a little bit of a firmer grip on the glass. And then she kind of evens out and she goes, well, we were trapped like rats and we had to make our way surface side to your little funny escape tunnel. And Tiango thought it personal to go above and beyond in the defense of our escape. That would be the heroic tale, but the truth of the matter is I believe he saw the United Clergy of Orin and saw red. I don't know what's happened to him. She
Last
takes a
I
sip of wine.
recall, him and Icarus had a thing.
That's funny. The little sun girl mentioned that he wasn't here.
Icarus?
She takes another sip of her wine. She shrugs and takes a sip of wine.
Panic sort of looks down, chews on his bottom lip. He turns to the rest of his comrades. I think he's looking for us. You remember what happened. He tried to jump us in the middle of the city.
Mm-hmm.
If it weren't for Tianga, we might all be dead.
Not just you. She sips more some more wine.
Well, if nothing else, maybe we should do what he said and just give him hell.
Right.
Burke turns over and goes, "That is a fool's errand. We're
Not
barely
direct-
making it by down here, and the people who've been occupied as is. There's no way we can counterattack." Isla kind of turns and goes, "My husband was also taken prisoner, so that makes things complicated."
Is
When
there?
I say, when I say give him hell, I don't mean a direct assault. I mean that we don't give up. We don't give up hope.
Indeed. I don't think a direct assault was ever going to be on the books.
Mm-mm.
No, I have a different idea for that.
As you say that, Solly returns, and she looks like... how do I describe this facial expression?
I like to imagine like it's like her hair is blown back and it's stuck that way. Just
Right.
looking up like middle distance.
Shotgun turbine blast, just pushing everything
Yeah.
back.
Oh god, I'm trying to think of how to explain the way she looks. She looks like, you know, the blinking eye gif guy where he like shakes his head. Imagine that, but his eyes never get back to being small again. Like it's just like the wide look.
Oh shit.
And you can see her kind of running a hand down the side of her cheek into her chin, and she goes, "Your friend is knows a lot of things."
Yep.
Yeah, he knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but he might be right on quite a few things. She looks very nervous.
It's okay, Sol. You can talk to us.
I know. I just don't know if I can ask this of you. It's a lot.
I mean,
Look at what we've done so far.
the world is on the line as far as we're aware.
This is our home just as much as it is anyone else's, and we're willing to do anything to protect it.
I don't know if you'll come back. Not from this. Is that a sacrifice you're willing to make?
That's always been the gambit since we came here.
Without hesitation.
I don't plan on dying.
She looks towards you, Remy.
How big is the room that we're in?
You're in a very large, like, war tent. Not something you're quite familiar with. There's a table in the center with a map, and there's crates surrounding the room, but it is enough ample space. You could probably fit about, like, 30.
It's kind of like the war room that Gruel had, right? Where he had the big table and the tent.
This is bigger.
Ooh, shit,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's a much larger tent. Clearly meant
Ooh,
for a lot of
huge
people to
tent.
be. Yeah,
Yeah.
big boy tent.
And Solly's at the table?
She is currently. She's got she's kind of like placing her fingers on the kind of edge of the map where the wine stain has been washed away, and just kind of looking down at it.
Remy's going to walk over to the table as close as he can get to Solly without going to the other side of the table. He will raise his head up and stare at her for about 10 seconds, seemingly trying to figure out the words to put together, and then he will speak.
Before I answer that question, I have one for you. Where is my family?
They are here.
Remy's shoulders are going to sink.
Greckles is gonna give you a big old side hug.
Yeah.
You have never seen a plate of like heavy mail just like turn noodly.
Just
She
panic
continues.
goes over and
Yeah.
rubs his
continues.
shoulder a little bit.
Your brother Lucio has been helping with the blacksmithing area of the Undersun, helping arm people for defense. Your mother has been making, well, honestly, I think she's having a great time. She's making potions just for our scouts on the surface as well. Their knowledge of this has been amazing.
Then whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
Okay. You watch as she lifts up Liza's mask and Liza takes form and just kind of looks and she goes, the bulk of the Periton military is here. And I'm going to just say this out of character because I don't understand military terminology, so I'm just going to explain this above game. So, they have sent the bulk of their forward army into Alabast. They recently now have gotten the secondary onslaught now occupying the city so the invading force can spread outwards. But these invading forces are not under the command of specific individuals who should be in command of them. Sally kind of comes in and she says, that means that there's something wrong.
Question.
Yes.
If the bulk of Periton's army is here, who's defending Periton?
Your friend's thoughts exactly.
Yeah.
Most of the military's not there. The capital city may have its main guard, but the army is no longer stationed there. What Lies has recommended is that we teleport into Periton and strike at the heart when their arms are encroached on our lands.
Fuck me, that's what I was gonna suggest.
That's good.
The problem is, we'd still have to deal with the city guard, and they're not like Alabast city guard. No offense, Bork. And Bork goes kind of like, it's like drinking. He kind of looks over like, wait, what do you mean? Like kind of confused. And she turns back and she goes, they are as militaristic as our military. They are organized. They're strong. They will be led by Athtars in every turn. And I don't doubt your prowess, but we would need our own army there to fight back, and we can't teleport that many people. And Lies kind of turns and goes, unless you look to the dark, and find allies in waiting. And Sally kind of looks towards the rest of you, and then looks back to Lies, and then thinks for a moment. She goes, wait. There are people who could help us. The only people who could help us.
Who?
Did I ever tell you, Greckles, about the Void?
Can I make an intelligence check on that?
I can't believe we're all job changing to Reapers. Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
God damn it.
Get ready to, I hope you wouldn't want to play tank, because now we'll go doing DPS, motherfucker. Let's go.
Oh my god, all DPS run. If you don't remember as a player, then it can be re-explained to you, because I believe it did maybe come up in passing, but wasn't really deliberated on.
I was about to say it sounds very familiar, but I'm drawing a bit of a blank.
It came up a while ago, like a long time ago.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Void.
Sally kind of turns to Sally and goes, the Void is a prison. It's a place where those who rejected the light or are enemies of the United Clergy of Orin are placed. It is said to be a fate worse than death. No light can permeate there. It's just a chasm of darkness.
Didn't we see that in a vision once?
I don't know. I don't recall one.
When we were fighting the sunburn. Right before we were fighting the sunburn, actually. Wasn't that one of the visions that we saw with Sally in there?
No, there was one where when she was branded by Ragus.
That might be what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
was
that
was
had
different.
light in it though. This sounds like a place completely devoid of it.
We have dark vision. I have dark vision.
You do.
We all have dark vision.
Solly, as you guys kind of say that, Solly turns and goes, "That doesn't matter there." I hate to say it, have it come out of her mouth, but she turns to you and goes, "This is advanced darkness."
We found we
Good night,
found ways
everybody.
we found ways before. We can find a way to make this work.
Magical darkness.
I don't know how it works. I remember being scared of it as a child. It's a place you never want to end up.
Do you think we'll have enough room at least to get intel and information?
No, not from here. We would need someone there to give us information, but
No, that's what I mean. If the bulk of the military is gone and the guard remains, would we have enough time and would there be potentially be safe places to rest and stay away from their eyes in order to get the information and figure out how it works?
I don't think so. I think we have to go in blind. I would love to give you the information. I wish I knew it, but I never learned. And no one here knows.
Greckles turns to Panic.
What do you think? Would she have any information?
Helena?
I don't know. We could use any shred of information we could get.
Helena, I mean this to no offense to you, Panic. She's very lovely, but she wouldn't know. The nature of the void is privy only to wardens of the void, as well as, the speaker and Viantius and those such.
I'm not surprised. Helena was sort of low ranking. Low enough that they decided to leave her behind.
Is Lies still there, or
Lies is just kind of watching and kind of looking at the map a little bit. And like Everyman is just like looking at him, just like, what the fuck is that? Like just like
Are we to break this? Oh, go ahead.
I might be able to get more information, but it'd be risky.
How so?
I could pull the same trick that I pulled in the Arcanoloth incident. And I could enter the mind, the dreams of someone privy, and extract information that way.
Are there any potential safeguards that you'd have to fight against in order to do that?
Would you lose your mind? Like Solly is like, oh my god, like
No, but if it goes poorly, they might be alerted to what we're trying to do. I think. I've only used it the once.
Lies kind of turns and goes, the element of surprise is at this juncture, our greatest ally. But your safety, and our success, carries a heavy burden.
I could try to enter the dreams of Ragus Cade.
You see Solly kind of grip her sword a bit.
I can psychically lay into him and get information.
We don't have to hurt him, Sully.
I'm okay. All right. I just.
God, please insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
15.
She seems more worried about Panic's well-being in this moment.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Panic, is there anything we can do to help you through that? I know it's kind of a one-way deal, but still.
He sort of like makes a face and puts his hands on his hips and he cocks his head to the side. Ugh. I'd need to know when he's sleeping.
I could get you that. I know exactly what time his shifts would end.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. You.
Listen, we were not rigid just about our faith. We were rigid about way too many things.
That'll help.
Something.
Secondly,
What's up?
I would need to be guarded while I did it. While I'm casting the spell, I'm very vulnerable.
How far?
Isla turns and goes, I could help with that.
Oh.
I want to insight that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
Best of luck, friend.
No, I did some stuff in the forest that she probably isn't too happy about. So I'm gonna. Yeah, that's gonna be a 27.
Ooh, nice. You beat her. You get the sense that Isla, for her lack of emotion, is like, I want to get back at these motherfuckers. They arrested my husband.
Fair enough.
So she's very committed to this cause, is the sense.
Yes. I also don't know what she knows.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm just reading the text here. Thirdly, if there was a way to make him more susceptible to mental probing, that would be the most help, but that might be asking a lot.
How could that be done?
Maybe slip him something that makes him a bit loopy. I'm not sure. Again, that's asking a lot, but
Everyman kind of looks over and goes, like booze.
Booze, basically things that will give him disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
There's something that might work better, and Sully, you might know. Do you know of anything of Ragus Cade that would get him a little bit more unhinged?
She kind of leans, and her neck kind of, like her head kind of goes into her, like between her shoulders a bit more.
If sorry, I'm reading the spell on my arm right now. If I have a part of him, lock of hair, har, piece of fingernail, anything that's was physically attached to him, that will make it far easier.
Would a trinket work?
It has to be from his body. A lock of hair.
I'm thinking as Solly's thinking, because I'm trying to think of what gear she had when she arrived and what she had with her.
A lock of hair, a clipping from a nail.
DNA evidence.
Any part of his body.
I don't have anything like that. I'm so sorry.
Panic, can you take other forms in that dream?
I can be whatever I want.
Gotcha. That'll be really advantageous then.
I wouldn't turn into me if you can do that, though.
I can.
Don't, please.
I think it would be far better if we could jog his memory. If you could make the dream something along the lines of him and you as some kind of guard having to transverse the void.
We would never have to. Remember, you see a lot of struggle in her face right now. She's thinking about this stuff. She kind of takes a deep breath and she kind of looks and she goes, I was never entrusted with information given my exercise of improper upholdment of the values of Orin. But perhaps someone like Viantius or Icarus would be a better form to take. They would talk in council, at least more often to my knowledge.
That was my plan B.
And we have some understanding of their mannerisms as well.
Do you want to ask that, Zito, in character?
Like, I wanted to, but I didn't know if it was a stupid question.
No, go ahead. I think that's a great question.
Task kind of like holds his hand up. This is all well and good in the present for strategy, but to what end? When we actually have access to the void, what is there to be done? What is the plan going forward?
We get allies, Task.
If the guard is occupied with the chaos, we can get to the temple. We could potentially reach the speaker.
Yep.
But
precisely what I was thinking.
She kind of looks towards Lies. What happens after that, I haven't been made privy to. I trust in you four. And I will do whatever it takes to get you to where you need to go, to stop this madness.
Greckles turns to Everyman just briefly.
Everyman is swirling wine in the glass.
Does that go for you as well?
Do you remember that back room?
I do, because I was going to ask you about that.
You ever wonder why they're all slapping you on the face?
That was an interesting predicament.
I am mostly interested in survival, but I would very much like my children back. Living or dead. If killing the queen bee is what it takes, then I will do what I can. But I'm afraid I can't get an old man's hair.
I have one better. We're going to need disguises while we're there, more than likely. And I know that that's something you can provide, and I know the great costs that I would be asking of it.
I don't have those. They were taken from me when we escaped. Believe me, as much as it would pain me, I would maybe be a bit more willing.
Do you know where they took them?
She shrugs. They would have absolutely seized the shit out of that. She doesn't have anything, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. That would have been a good thing to have. Okay.
Besides, by the sounds of things, once the alarm is set off, it doesn't sound like much of a disguise will help. Go ahead, Remy.
Well, I would like to ask above game. You specifically said that Solly was not privy to what happens after you get to the speaker. Is that because Lies didn't tell her, or Lies doesn't know?
I'm shrugging.
Man.
It would be a good question.
Unfortunately, a question I'm not sure we're going to get an answer to.
Okay.
So you said you can't get me a nail clipping, a lock of hair?
Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry, Panic.
Well, that'll just make it harder, but not impossible.
If the spell fails, will he know?
That's a good question, Mega Man.
That is a good question. That's a good question. But where is Dr. Wily? It doesn't say. I don't think so.
Okay.
I can keep trying.
Must get all the energy we sold.
Okay.
Do we know by chance where Rags K and the other higher members are?
I have not a clue. And the fact that they're not here is making me really worried.
Panic. Hosrod might know, and Hosrod might be able to get what you need.
Maybe.
You see his Brooke just kind of looks really like discontented, and Everyman is like, they look. You get the sense it's just like, yeah, this guy is the best at IT, but man, he's a bit of a. I don't like him.
I think it might be the best shot we have if you want to get that advantage on him.
The snake might have something. He seems to have something on everybody who's come into the city.
Well, if Hasrad's our best bet, then I think that's who we need to go ask about this.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Then it is agreed then. Let us make our preparations. Solly kind of sits there and goes, I don't want to be grim, but it might also be wise to perhaps say your farewells. And she looks towards Liza and looks back to you. I don't know how this story is going to end.
We've been through heavens and hells. We've been through planes of existence that we never could even conceive. If we can survive all that, we can survive this.
I just found my mother after not knowing her for my whole life. And I made a promise to a girl that I would come back safe. I am not dying. Count on it.
I had finally found peace. And now I fight for that peace. And even though, if I was to succeed in that, Azra Sahar gave me one more mission to do. And I intend to see it through. Death is not an option.
All right. Make your preparations and rest. We'll make our own preparations.
Panic, what if the spell? I mean, if Hasrat can't help us, how far or close do you need to be? Like, what can we do to help?
Honestly, the best thing that would help is a lock of hair, a clipping of a nail, maybe even a drop of blood. Anything like that from him would be the most help that you could give me. Other than that, I don't think there is anything you can do to help me. I just have to keep trying.
Gotcha.
Okay. Burke, and she turns towards Burke, and Burke gives a nod. Isla gives a nod and looks towards you, Panic. Come and get me when you're ready. Ma'am. She kind of nods towards Everyman, and everyone's like, just goes back to drinking.
We've lost the glass, now it's just the bottle at this point.
Yeah, literally look, she's got a bottle suddenly. You're like, what?
Everyman's doing that thing where she looks at her phone and then grabs a bottle and flicks the cap off.
Yeah. Everyman looks pretty done with this shit, but she's, they're still committed.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys make your way back out to the Undersun with your location ahead of you, we'll take a break here.
Oh boy.
I can have one more small thing.
Oh yeah?
When they get outside, if any one of you guys want to make a perception check, and I will roll deception.
Would be better for an insight check.
That is fair.
Whoever wants to.
You know me. Oh, 15.
Always up for an insight check, that Gaijin Goomba.
Wow.
It's 17.
I guess we're all preoccupied mentally.
Remy, you want to try?
Yeah, I might as well give it a shot.
Come on, do the bird.
Yeah! 19.
Max aggressor wins. Only Remy sees this. Task isn't making a noise. He's kind of standing still. He's crying. There are tears rolling down his eyes, but he kind of just like uses the bit of his collar to wipe them away before anyone else sees them.
You'll feel a talent on your shoulder.
A little bit of a hiccup jolt.
He won't say anything. He'll just hold it there. And you'll get the sense that he probably saw whatever you just did.
Tash just nods and like, not like angrily, but like mildly like rolls his shoulder so you let go.
Remy will let go.
All right.
From one mission to another.
And with that, we will take a break.
Well,
Hooray.
great. Now I have to talk to you, Zito. We'll be right back after the break. Fucking damn it.
Let's go. Oh, you have to fucking talk to other players in the game? Fuck.
Dumb. Sarah, you better be in bed. I gave you a whole fucking first half of the episode.
Oh boy. All right,
You're,
I'm gonna go get a snack.
We're in that part in the Final Fantasy 14 expansion where we go to the map and then we are going to a different country.
This is absolutely what's happening right now. You also, I will say this right now, you guys are also going way faster than I expected. So
In terms of
just like RP, honestly, like you guys are going really quick. So
we haven't talked to anybody yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
That's
like,
true.
oh, everybody's safe. Oh, let's save it.
We had to figure out who's alive and who we could talk to.
Well,
It's coming.
some people are safe, other people are, and there's some people who are.
Well, I'm sure it's about to pick up.
I still got some stuff I want to do.
I was gonna say I barely said anything. You're fine. We're gonna be fine.
We gotta check in with everybody. We can't.
Well, welcome into the halftime show.
Yeah. We're gonna check
What's
in
up,
with
guys?
the chat first.
We are going to check in with the chat. And Burnout Vaughn with 100 bits saying, hey, Bosco, as the guy playing the frontline soldier, how does it feel your entire strategy so far is first we make expand, then we defense it. Yes, the English is broken. It's a Russian officer quote. Fair enough. It's lovely. I love that our plan is just reacting at this point. Until now. Now we're finally going to do something. Let's see. King Kiwi with 100 bits saying, man, I was looking forward to seeing some guerrilla tactics shit. On the other hand, the Alavast equivalent of the Boiling Rock and the potential for more Renegade UCO members. I want to see Renegade Herald. Flushed Bone with the 200 bits. Wow. Just my feelings playing Dauntless. I'm super stuffy from allergies. However, you've been Bosco. I've been good. Great Otagabon with 100 bits. Starting off the new year with a new badge. Let's go, guys. And Blackfoot Fair with the elite bits. Chris Manu Year or Chris Mahanu na Kawazinika. The better term. Whatever it is, heart with a ferret.
It's a Lime's emote.
Erwin Elf with the 20,000 bits. Oh, the tension. Can't wait to see what happens. Great to talk about with another bit. We've got Emerald O Bandit with 100 bits. Time to finish all the side quests. Basically, last chance to get your loyalty maxed out so you can get those super secret conversations at the camp before you go off into the final battle. The Slipstream, thank you for the 500 bits. Great first half for my first live stream. Well, welcome into your first live stream. Love you guys, and I'm looking forward to the next half and to see what happens to everyone, mainly Borky, Shifty Eyes. So for those of you that came late, allow me to update you. We did find out info on Borky. He's in the east on the front lines. So he is not an Alavast, and we believe he is still alive, which is good, because anybody who tuned into the Q&A on Boxing Day knows if Borky had been dead, we'd be having a very different session right now. So that's good.
He's out kicking ass still.
He sure is. Vulcan Deity, Godspeed, you old battle axe. Thank you for the bits. We've got Pixel Bella. 10 bits, last of my bits for this incredible session. Nice way to wrap up my shift at work, though I have to work the rest of the week, too, because my boss kind of stinks at letting people know when they're scheduled. Anywho, Happy New Year, and hope y'all had a good Crimbus. Oh, God, so many bits.
Crab.
Huh?
I got a crab.
You got a crab?
I got a crab for Christmas.
Everybody stand back. She's about to go furl. She's about to go furl.
No, it's like a little model crab. It's a little hermit
Oh,
crab.
it's not edible. Guys, we're safe. That's a false alarm. Go back to DEF CON nothing.
It is now time for crab.
Time for crab? I also got
Don't trigger. You can't trigger her like that.
I also got, actually, Zito, you'll like this. I think anyone here would like it. I got the Dungeons and Dragons art book. So all the artwork from the original edition.
Oh,
all the way up
nice.
to 5th edition, yeah. It is a very nice piece of history for Dungeons and Dragons. The
Yes,
coolest
it
thing is there's pages where they show all of the artwork for each edition of a specific monster, which is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. I like how Beholder just looks like a little blood cell with an eye on it.
Circle boy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Doom Knight, thank you for the 100 bits. This question, why not Lady Isla cast Regenerate on herself? Well, number one, I think that's a bard spell. I don't know if Isla actually has it. And number two, this is one of the reasons why I hate poof magic solves everything. It cheapens death and the loss of a limb and stuff like that. I'm really glad that she didn't cast Regenerate, because the picture of her there with one arm sipping tea is much more impactful than if she had just fixed herself. So, I approve.
Excuse me, I must get my last piece of cheese pizza.
Jane Nitty, actually, there's pizza downstairs. I should look into that. Jane Nitty, thank you for the bits. Me and my firstborn are sitting, totally loving it. Aw. Well, tell your firstborn we appreciate the support. Zian Lada with the 300 bits. It's not really FF14 battle plan unless it ends with at least 30 seconds of everyone nodding silently at each other, then walking away without a word.
But it has to be that really fast nod that goes down really quick, but then slowly goes back up.
Burnout Vaughn with another 100 bits. More fun military quotes translated to Alavast. One of the serious problems in planning against Alavastian doctrine is that the Alavastians do not read their manuals, nor do they feel any obligation to follow their doctrine.
That is a big part of why Alavast was somewhat hard to invade, is because it's not a formal military. It's very unpredictable in what it's going to do.
Terminator asking how I feel about Remy's family being safe. It has changed the course of the end of this campaign, or whatever the heck's about to happen. Magic Ninja, thank you for the 10 bits. Man, it'll be exciting when everyone comes in at the end to finish off the final boss. That's some Final Fantasy VII stuff right there. Kiddo, thank you for the bits. I think you mean I'm snacking on lettuce. Slacking on lettuce means something, I suppose. Also, Prinny Dite on the Discord live stream. Screw you. I see you. Let's see. St. Jimmy 001, thank you for the 38 bits. We are about to do a counter invade, lads. Steal yourselves and smoke them if you got them. We've got Vinmaru, thank you for the 1,500 bits. It's time to strike back reminds me of my Fandelver group who got wrecked by the roadside goblins, but next session got sweet, sweet revenge. Also, hi, Bosco. Why, hello.
Oh Connor, we get that reference.
Those were the days.
Yeah, just wait till the Cobalt Den, man.
Oh, no.
Tell you right now, don't keep the trap shut.
Yeah, I almost died.
Like the Booyah with 15 bits, the crab's name is Hermes, and we love him.
I love Hermes, yeah.
Hermes.
Commons Strider. I think it's Common Strider, because it's supposed to be Common Rider, but it's got a Strider. Anyway, 100 bits. My friend put me onto your guys' back in August and caught up last week. Love you guys. We love you too, I think.
I'm sorry. It's not a bit donation, but I just want to call out someone saying, nah, the Hungry Boys will save us all. The Hungry Boys are dead. They've been dead for like years.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
The Hungry Boys, the bandits that tried to rob us in early Unexpectables.
That's before my time. It doesn't count. Ryu, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Gaijin, what do you think of Nabutatama Clan from Cardfight Vanguard? I don't know if he's here. I'll have to ask him when he shows up.
Pickles aren't funny.
Hockey Dude, thank you for the 100 bits. Any plans to update the icons since they light up depending who's talking like you guys had in Strixhaven? We did that in Strixhaven because it was like a fresh slate and it was a one-off and we wanted to look all spazzy. The Unexpectables have never had that, so I think we're just going to write out the way that it has always been, but maybe when new stuff starts coming on the channel, it'll be a thing.
That was sort of just an experiment to see how it would look.
So the pros is when people talk, you know when they talk. The cons is that program is extremely temperamental and loves to reset a lot to the point where it's just to do that, have to reset every single stream is a huge pain in the ass. The other thing I found with that is when you have those set up is that your character only has one expression. So when there's moments of like, really intensity or like a completely different emotion than what's displayed in the image, it can really throw you off, I find.
I'm back. Sorry.
We're experimenting with it, but I think we might reserve it for specific things, but never say never. I hope that I think the greatest, if there's anything to make it more viable, would be the fact that every time you load that up, it works. And it doesn't require you to re-upload everything every single time. It's really
what was
hard.
this again?
Oh, it's the Discord, the ones
Talking head.
The talking head one where you have your Discord thing where if you talk, it lights up. The problem I have with that is that every time I use it, it tends to reset the images. So
what we're gonna do is we're gonna commission 3D models of all of our characters and have a suite that we can just change the expression.
Jesus.
No.
And then that way, we can interact with because like a lot of people these days are putting like these models on their screens and being able to.
I'm gonna fucking fight you.
No, it's the latest craze.
Could you imagine in character, freaking Unexpectables panel in freaking VR chat or something?
That'd be fun though.
That would be fun. Actually,
that would be super great.
I already have my panic model in VR chat, courtesy.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So we just go to VR chat.
Well, we could ask Mason Goggles because he did a bunch of fan models for all the characters, and we could
all you got to do is dump those in, make sure that they're
well.
rigged
Then we all have to like play it for a certain period of time before we can actually put our own models in.
That's true. Yeah.
I have that though.
Or you could have it where someone has it and you can copy it. And then
there you go. Boom.
But anyway, are we all back?
Yeah.
I think so.
Let me devour my last sour gummy Coke bottle.
Nice. Is it the one that's got like the sour dusting on it, or is it like pure?
Fuck yeah. Courtesy of one of my mods. It's the fucking fresh shit. When you fucking open up the packaging, it hits you in the nose. Those are the best.
It makes your eyes water because of the the
delicious sour dusting.
I almost said like it makes your eyes water from the pure Coke smell, and I realized that sounds really bad if someone had just walked in on the stream.
Yeah, I'm ready to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know about you, but I'm not smelling anything.
I got 2 more bit things real quick to call out just so that I can remember what name we stopped on. Fantastic Callum with 50 bits said, this last episode of the year is going great so far. Hope next year's brings even better puns. Speaking of, did you hear about the musical going around that's nothing but puns? They're calling it wordplay.
Okay. Fuck you.
And Adonis Sun 94 with 500 bits. Bosco, when I finished the Q&A VOD, you called me by the wrong name. Also, I stress ate a pound of pistachios listening to this so far. Well, that's my bad, O'Dynison. I will work on that.
Also, I just want to preface again and just say that had a few things not happened, some shit would have gone down. Like, you guys kind of got best. It's ironic when it came to early Unexpectables, you guys got almost worst case scenario, and here you are, in probably the most stressful part. And you guys honestly got best case scenario. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty good.
If they invaded the city and nobody died, that'd be weird.
It's almost
a
like
long con.
It's almost like we're growing as players or something.
It's like that guy from Atlantis where it's like, maybe somebody got hurt, but nobody we knew.
Yeah, we used to hurt people a lot, but nobody we
Monty,
knew.
does that mean we're on the good timeline until we're not? Cool.
We're on a timeline.
You're on a timeline, sure, yeah. Because like, if you guys, oh my god, I don't want to show my cards too much, but like, if you guys didn't get that tunnel to the underground, you would have lost some employees at the Sweet Dragon for sure.
Mm-hmm. Bosco, we got the green Earth ending.
Oh shit! Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. That's gonna do it for us here tonight. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Thank you, everybody, for.
Shut up!
I killed it. You're damn Skippy. I did, probate.
Oh Christ!
Are you guys?
I can't. I was until that, and now I have to think about it.
Let's do this like Judas.
Fuck.
All right.
And I got to role play with you now. Fucking damn it. Somebody else go first. I need a minute.
All right. Where would you guys like to go?
Anywhere but here.
I was supposed to go find his son, but I also want to find Nuragan and Athena.
They are a surface, if you recall.
Oh, find my son.
They're currently in sanctuary in the temple of Orthok at the moment.
I wish to find my son.
Okay.
Give me back my son.
You find essentially an area where it's like a bunch of kids. And the air here is like the kids are kind of running around and playing, but you get the sense that like there's like one little girl like going up to. There seems to be like a set of caretakers here. There are a couple drow mothers who are kind of helping take care of things, as well as a few other individuals. And some of the kids are like, "Where's my mom?" And they're like, "Oh, she's gonna be here soon." Like that sort of vibe. Yeah. And a bunch of kids are kind of playing with fake swords and running around. There is actually a Niyogi that's just kind of like,
wow,
helping.
Really?
Yeah. There's a Niyogi that's just like, and like some of the kids are scared of him, but like a lot of the other kids are like riding on his back, and he's just like, yeah, he's vibing. He's just having a good time.
That is outstanding.
Absolutely based.
You get the sense that he's just like, oh my god, they're humans but small. This is great.
I get it's terrible because now I get the feeling that he picks up one kid and another, and it's like comparing grapefruit size.
Yeah.
You get giving one of them a squeeze.
Literally like, oh, these kids don't have owners. They're my kids now. But you do find Taurus amongst the kids. He's gotten bigger. It's been 4 months, and his wings are actually filling out quite a bit. He's starting to look like a proper dragon now. He's lost a lot of the little baby fat, and he's starting to turn into a proper dragon at this point.
I part the sea of children.
You do. You part the sea of children. And one of the gnome kids goes, yeah, just kind of moving aside.
Like fucking Dexter slap.
You approach, and Taurus kind of goes, ah! And in a clearer voice, Dad!
Oh, there's like no hesitance. He's just fucking running up to him and like full on hugging the guy. Come on.
Yeah, you give him a hug, and he kind of does like the excited dog thing where he like dances around you and jumps and jumps and jumps. Like, you're back! You're back! You're back! You're alive!
Task laughs at that last one.
Oh, so Tira was so worried. She was so worried. She was so worried. More worried when I shot out lightning for the first time.
That's a lot to take in.
Oh. Taz just keeps on holding on to him, just like, you have no idea how proud this makes me.
What's wrong? Your face is leaking.
A lot of things have happened, son. A lot of things have happened in the past months I've been gone.
I know. Everyone said you're busy.
I wish I wasn't.
Well, now you're here, and you can stay here. I can show you my favorite rocks. We can also swim in the lake.
Like pat him on the chest.
The lake is blue, right, Taurus?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's not the other one.
This is like Tash is still fucking crying when he like says, "You could stay here." I can't. God's damn it, I can't.
But so Tira's gone. You can't be gone too.
I wish my job was not as important as it was to be by your side. But if I don't do this, not just me will be gone, but you will be gone as well. Everyone else will be gone. I do this to make sure that we're both still here.
There's a moment of pause in Taurus. The ear kind of droop, and the face kind of turns, and you see him kind of resolve, and he goes, "Then I'll be strong. I'll be strong for you and Zotira."
Tass buries his face into his chest and just like starts sobbing. Braver than I am.
He gives you a hug. All right.
I want to see you shoot that lightning, son. Upon my arrival.
I will, and I'll fly and do it at the same time.
Good, I would like a ride at one point.
Of course.
Pat him on the chest. Just be easy with the other children. They're not as strong as you. I look over at the gnome child.
Whee! He's like flying through the air again.
He's just Gmod, like floating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the kids range from very mischievous looking. Some of them have parents here, obviously, but there's quite a few kids who you don't see parents. But they don't seem to mind too much, and there's other adults helping them out. There seems to be about probably 30 kids in total. And there's about 5 adults taking care of all of them. Excluding the Nyogi. He's we don't know what he's doing, but he's happy to help.
God, I hope so.
I want to live in that thing's mind for 5 minutes.
Careful.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna make a joke.
Task kind of just like actually like rolls back some tears and then smiles. Well, you'll be happy to know I'm no slouch when it comes to breath weapons, son. I've somehow attained fire, the gift of the gift of raw energy.
Really?
Like Task tries to like force a burp out of him to see if he can conjure the fire in his mouth.
You do like a Spyro, like not as crazy, like the Spyro breath that's out of fuel, just kind of a little bit.
Even Task like is taken aback by that, like his ears shoot up and he's like, whoa.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that the Silver King made you reborn too.
It wasn't the Silver King, son. But we'll talk about it upon my return.
Okay.
Task like pats him and then returns to everyone else. Like there's still a tear there, but he's just like there's like pride now. There's more like instead of like crying, there's now like pride and happiness in him.
Hey, Zito.
Yeah.
2 things.
Yeah.
I meant to say this earlier. Number 1, really amazing scene just now and earlier. So props. Number 2, you've never watched Game of Thrones before, have you?
No, I'm biting my lip, Bosco! I'm biting my fucking lip so hard!
Then I need you to not.
Okay.
It's fine.
In jokes.
Panic.
Anyway, I return to my allies!
Absolutely. Panic. Is there anybody who you would like to visit?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely. I want to go.
I'm gonna say this right now. This is the time.
I'm gonna go to the healer's tent and try and look for Helena.
As you enter the healer's tent, you hear a conversation of just like you hear Helena going, "No, we have procedures. We need to follow them." And you hear a voice go, "Yes, but the leg is necrotic and looks so juicy." And you see her talking to Salvador, the culture Kenku cleric at the moment.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, this guy. She sighs. You can see there's quite a few injured people in here. A lot of burn marks. A lot of, smashed limbs, sword slashes, and she seems to be caring for them. And she goes, "I'm sorry, but you're going to have to..." And she catches you, and she's holding what appears to be like some sort of metal pan, and it just clangs to the ground.
I'll mage hand and I'll catch it before it clatters to the ground.
You got it. You catch it.
Hey, easy.
You're alive.
Yeah.
Oh, you're alive! And she just runs and just gives you a big hug right in the midsection, just like hugs you in the stomach.
Yep. Yeah.
Sully told me, but I needed to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, I made a promise, right?
You did.
I don't break promises.
How did you get here? Both of the entrances have been plugged up, I thought.
Magic. And I do like prestidigitation little sparklies on my fingers.
She gives you like this little bit of like a kind of look to you.
I shrug. We teleported then. Fortunately, I managed to procure a scroll of teleportation, and it was easy enough once I locked the location of the Undersun. Glad to see you're doing all right as well.
All right's a word for it. She puts down the pan on a bed and she kind of sits down on the end of it, and she goes, When they were surrounding us, I was in charge of ensuring that people got in here safe. It was terrifying. She kind of runs a hand up and down her forearm. To think that that's the type of feeling we invoke on other people.
That's not you. You helped these people.
I know, but I can't ignore what was. It's hard. Your friends, are they okay as well?
Yeah, they're all here.
Oh,
we got in not long ago, and
I wasn't so worried about Greckles or Remy, but you and Task, you can imagine my concern.
Wow.
The fuck?
Wow.
Well, I'll just be over here being a badass.
I'm sure they'll take that as a they'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Greckles is sneezing massively right now.
Yeah, we accomplished what we set out to do. Just took a little bit longer than we would have liked.
You've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
We thought you may have been waylaid by the Oran clergy somehow, but no one could get any inkling of you at all.
Or time shenanigans. It was longer for you than it was for us.
So it seems.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're younger now?
Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to matter, really.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like we're going to be staying here for very long.
Her face kind of like goes from like, oh, kind of relieved to like concern. She goes, you can't fight back. There's no way. There's too many of them.
We're not going to.
An evacuation then? Allies, something.
Is there a place we can sit down?
Yeah, you can sit down to the bed next to her.
Yeah, I'll just sit down and I'll put a hand on her shoulder.
Salvador kind of looks awkwardly aside and goes, I am going to away. And he kind of goes like goes backwards until he hits the edge of the tent and just keeps going backwards.
I'm going to away. That is
Pardon
so
me.
good.
I have to powder my nose.
I must do the goodbye.
Leaving you and Helena. There are some people, but they seem to be sleeping and they're definitely injured, and she probably shouldn't leave them alone.
Yeah. I look her in the eyes. We're being sent to Periton.
What? Wait. She shoots up. She goes, that's a death sentence.
I put my other hand on her other shoulder and I just sort of lightly pat her shoulder. There's a plan. We're not going to be picking any fights. We know what we're doing. And we're going to try and put a stop to this.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. $22.
I hate that I believe you.
Come on. I've done so many impossible things that I thought were impossible.
I'm scared it's going to catch up to you, though.
Well. How about I make you another promise?
She looks to you.
I, Panic Grimtongue, do solemnly swear that I will come back alive.
She extends a hand with her pinky out.
I extend a hand and I wrap her pinky around my own.
Not that I doubt, but if you don't, could you give me something of yours? Anything.
God, let me see what I have.
It doesn't have to be anything super significant, just something to remember you by.
I will pull out a guitar pick.
Okay.
A black dragon scale guitar pick.
Oh, yeah. Give it to her.
Yeah.
She takes it in the palm of her hand. She kind of clutches it and she goes, "Come home."
When I come back, you can hold guitar.
She kind of reaches over and gives you a hug.
I'll put my hand on the back of her head and I'll hug her back. I will. I promise.
Greckles.
Quick question for everyone. Were we as a group going to go talk to Hosrod?
I think we were gonna do that at the tail end here.
Right. But I just want to make sure. Were we also going to go find Willow as a group?
Yeah.
I don't hear a resounding yes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't want to like take away any possible scenes for you.
There is no takeaway. This is, she means a lot to all of us.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if this is something we also all wanted to as a group go do. Because that's kind of an important thing for all of us. But if not, let me know now.
I mean, I'd like to at one point, but
if you guys want to like talk to all of your employees, that is a possibility.
I'd like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
we'll do that then.
So Monty, for me, sorry.
No, you're good.
The one thing I wanted to do, I know she's super busy. I wanted to try and catch Sully on like a lunch break or something.
Sure, absolutely. That's completely doable.
Yeah. I know food's limited, but it just try to pull her aside to get her away from things for just a brief moment.
You literally catch her being shooed out of the tent by Pilchard, like, eat. She goes, okay. He kind of like shoves her outside with a sandwich.
You got to keep your strength up.
I know. Oh, hi, Greckles.
What a curious circumstance we found ourselves in.
Curious is not the word I would use for it, but yeah.
Come on, let's go find some place to sit.
Okay. Near the lake?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how's Bob?
He is okay. I mean, I like him, but he's a bit weird.
He's eccentric, definitely. How are you doing?
I'm afraid.
I know. I know it's a lot for you to shoulder. That's why I wanted to be there to try and alleviate as much of that as I could.
I'm not alone, though.
You have some very capable people around you.
I do. I just... It's hard.
I know.
Yeah, it's not obvious, but...
No, it's incredibly obvious. You're shouldering so much. And you shouldn't have to, and I get that. But for what it's worth, what you're doing is amazing.
I wish it felt amazing.
That's the thing.
Azra told me that when it comes to this sort of thing, well, it never feels that amazing. Not for you.
See, in my experience, me and the guys, it doesn't feel like it at the moment. It feels crushing and impossible. But the feeling you get when you finally are able to accomplish it, when you know that you've done right and good, not just for yourself, but for other people who needed it, that's an elated feeling that I'm not sure I can properly describe. And Sully, look around you. Look at all the hope that you're bringing all these people. I know it's hard. I know we weren't here when everything went down. But I just look around and I see all the amazing work that you've done. I sometimes think back to when we first met, you know?
Yeah.
We were both just kind of nobodies and trying to find our place.
Sorry about the sun, by the way.
It's Sully, it's such water under the bridge at this point. We were all different people then. We were selfish. We wanted things that maybe we couldn't have or maybe weren't allowed to have, but we got through it. We got through a horrible, nearly world-ending experience. And we're going to get through this one too. I don't know how.
I just don't want to lose you.
He takes another feather, just from like feeling underneath his arm and just grabbing one from his arm.
You're not gonna lose me.
She reaches to her side and she pulls her mace that she had. She hands it to you.
Oh.
Are you sure?
I got an upgrade. She looks, you see Azra's sword at her side. Maybe give it to Panic. It doesn't look like he has a weapon.
Not a real one anyway. That poor guy. I told you back then that we would be together and that I would always look out for you. And after all this time, I'm still making that pledge to you.
She stands up. I appreciate it, but I have help now. And unlike before, I need to stand on my own 2 feet. I need to grasp my destiny, not run from it. And while I've brought hope to the people here, what scares me the most is I have to bring hope back to Periton. I have to make things right. But to do so, sacrifices may have to be made. And it's not making those sacrifices that scares me, Greckles. It's living with the consequence of it. But we're going to do it together. And I will not falter this time.
Insight?
Go ahead.
15.
It's hard to read her in this moment. She seems determined for sure, but you get the sense that the threats in Periton are very real, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
she definitely has a better perspective as to a threat that you guys have not yet encountered. You know, the risk of you dying is very real in her eyes. And it's not that she looks down on you, it's that the threat is real for everyone. But she believes in you, but she still fears for you.
We know the threat, Sully. And don't you dare forget, you are never going to be alone in any of this.
I know. She takes a sandwich and she splits it and hands it to you. Egg salad?
That sounds divine. When we got time, I gotta tell you about the Feywild. Oh man, that place.
You continue to talk to her about the Feywild while you eat lunch.
Then there's this fucking possum leaf.
Wow, he sounds really creepy and doesn't understand boundaries at all.
No, it's
Kreckles has multiple flashbacks of when he broke all his boundaries.
And Task is pointing and laughing at his exposed butt.
His flat butt.
Yep, his Hank Hill ass.
Yeah, his Hank Hill butt.
Sully, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to have this, actually.
And he's going to give her the SADS.
Oh, the scary acid
The
dagger.
scary acid dagger stab.
Oh my god, that's... Yeah, I haven't used this in a while. She takes it. She goes, "Isn't this the dagger you drop all the time?"
He looks down and just flashbacks. The rug. Oh god, the rug.
I'll make sure to hold on to it.
It'll be difficult.
The fucking savages.
Keep it with you. I think it would be better in your hands than mine, all things considered. Thank you, Sully, by the way. I know I seem immature sometimes and a bit uncaring, but I love this town. I'd do anything for it, and I mean that.
Me too. We need to see this to the end.
Hmm.
And she stands up, and as she stands up, you hear a voice come from the curtain. "Zoe!" It's Brooke. And she's like, "Coming! I'll see you maybe tomorrow."
Yeah, no worries. Just don't overdo it, okay?
She kind of gives a nod and she runs off.
Oh, Crackles. You're never going to get that one lived down, are you?
All right. Remy. Is there anyone you want to speak to?
Yes. God, yes. So I know you said certain people are busy and might be unavailable to chat at current juncture. Considering that they mentioned that Remy's family was helping prepare stuff.
No, you can talk to them.
Oh.
I think they'll make time for their son, who has been missing.
I didn't know. All right.
We thought you were dead.
Remy's back. Tell him I'm busy.
Oh,
on
my
the
son has
schedule
been
3
gone for
o'clock.
4 months. Oh, tell him to get in line.
Tell him
Dear
to.
boy,
tell
don't
him
you
to
see there's
erase
a
all-
line?
Tell him to erase all of his voicemails. It's a full box right now.
Your
I can't
mother
get
is
to
just
him.
like, "No, tell him to wait. I don't indulge in nepotism."
Yes, mother. Good old mother. Oh God!
where would you-
I also
where would you
forgot
go?
to ask: is his sister also helping with the potions since she was the enchantress?
She would be, yeah.
I guess that makes sense. All right, well that's probably the best place to start.
Okay. Find your mother and your sister.
Oh God! You said they're making potions?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like a hut where they're just producing them, or is it like people coming to get them, or like what is it a production line?
As you're kind of guided through, you do see your mother currently with a bunch of other people, actually, other potion makers, currently sifting through ingredients that have been brought in by scouts and rangers, essentially, and they're kind of picking through mushrooms mostly, figuring out which one's going to have the healing properties and which ones are going to be kind of useless.
As he gets closer, Remy's going to take off his helmet because he's not going to wear that thing when he sees his family. And when he gets close enough for them to notice that he's here, he's just going to kind of drop it on the floor and run over and hug who's ever closest.
Your mother immediately greets you and kind of gives you a full hug, and she goes, "Remy." She kind of brings her claws up to your face and kind of brushes back the feathers.
Mother.
She gives you a big hug. There you are.
I'm so glad you're safe.
It wouldn't be the first time, now would it?
I know, that's what I was worried about.
She kind of pulls you back and she goes, "This must not be easy for you."
That is an understatement, but knowing you're safe, I feel like I can think again.
I love you.
You and
Remy.
Lucio and Aria, you're all safe, and Father's still out there, so there's a chance. At least there's a chance. Sorry, how goes the potion making?
Remus,
Yes.
tell me what's on your mind.
I'm scared. They're sending us to Periton.
You see her feathers around her face kind of lift and then go back down for a moment, the surprise kind of hitting her face. Periton.
With the armies here, they think we can hit them at home. They have a plan to potentially get us reinforcements behind enemy lines to strike while they're weak, or weakest.
I see. I know if I told you not to go, you would go anyway.
It's what Father would do.
She kind of steps up. He goes, and puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, Remy, you are a soldier. But you are also a son and a friend. And you better come back to us.
You know I can't promise that.
But I don't want you to forget it. No matter where you go, no matter how bleak it may seem, promise me that. You'll carry us in your heart.
I will. The Corbos never die easy, and I swear that I will not.
And she gives you another hug, and Arya comes up and hugs you as well, kind of taking your hand.
Remy's going to try to hug them both at the same time.
You swear you feel another set of hands hugging as well, for a brief moment.
Remy's going to kind of look over his shoulder at wherever said extra sensation is coming from.
You look over, you see your pauldron on your shoulder.
That reminds me, Mother,
Yes.
we're going to need an extra place at the table, potentially.
He's going to take the pauldron off and hand it to his mother and let his sister look at it as well, since he thinks maybe she'll be interested since it's magical.
They kind of look at it and they shut around. Your sister goes, porcelain? You trying to get yourself killed?
It's not just porcelain, Arya. I'm just realizing how ridiculous this now sounds in my head, and I'm trying to find the words. That is Tio.
Hello, Tio. He watches Arya, looks at it, and kind of like shifts it. Tio doesn't move.
He's a friend that I found in the Feywilds. He and I have a lot in common, and he wanted to know if he could be a part of the Corbeau family.
They kind of look to each other, look down at the pauldron, and go, well, as long as he keeps you safe.
He's done a pretty good job so far, but if for some reason he can't, and these are his words, not mine, no refunds.
Good. You watch as Arya crosses her arms, and your mother goes, Arya. And she goes, what? Welcome to the family, Tio. You come home too, you hear?
He better.
And Remy's going to stare at the pauldron.
You do so, and there's like JoJo intense lettering near it as you're staring at it.
Pauldron starts sweating.
I didn't know pauldron could sweat.
He's like, yeah, sweat beads going down. Take care of yourself.
Remy's going to put the pauldron back on and kind of scratch behind his head like that awkward teenager who doesn't know how to verbalize words.
Mother, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Your father were here, if he knew what I was going to do you think he would try to stop me?
Your father, when faced with unimaginable fear, would look towards the thing that scared him so, and feel the thing he could not do. And that feeling would burn inside of him, almost crushing him. And you know what he would do? He
Fight
would
it
do
anyway?
whatever he needed to do anyway. Oh, he'd be shaking at his knees in the oncoming hordes of battle. But that is what courage is. Being afraid and doing it anyway.
Then, do you think he'd be proud of me?
Remus. And she kind of brings a hand up and strokes your cheek. He already is.
Then I have a chance to do what he couldn't. I could help this city. This is my redemption. I wasn't there the first time, but I can be now.
You weren't there for us in the same way he was. But don't you discredit yourself. You were there.
I love you both so much. He's gonna hug them one more time.
I'll give you a big hug.
Have you seen Willow by any chance?
Oh, yes, we have. There's a pop-up Sweet Dragon, actually, location.
A what?
A pop-up Sweet Dragon location.
Oh
Hey,
my
what?
God.
There's where?
Near the canteen.
I need to check in with Lucio, but I should probably let the others know that their tavern has been rebuilt.
Lucio might not be here at the moment. He might be out with the other men mining ore, but...
Well, at least he's being productive. I should find the tavern then. Thank you both, and well, I love you.
We love you too. We always have and we always will. No matter what.
Remy's gonna ruffle the feathers on his sister's head.
Hi.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I'm molting too, you jerk.
Sorry. It does look funny, doesn't it?
They don't smooth over and you're making it worse. Gosh. Go fight in your war or whatever. God, get your feathers ruffled. Bullshit.
But I'm about to. I have had my feathers ruffled. Oh, that reminds me. You'll get a kick out of this. He's gonna pull out the leaf.
Oh, yeah.
So, Arya, speaking of ruffling feathers, you might want to hang on to this. This is from a fey creature, quite a powerful one.
She kind of goes over and picks up the leaf. And the leaf, you didn't really notice, actually has like a sort of glittery texture to it. Couldn't really notice it in the Feywild, but out here it's way more prominent. Huh. It's brimming with magic. I don't even have to use a spell to know that.
Well, I figure you're good at crafting things and enchanting them. I figure you could use it as a material. I'm certainly not going to take it to Periton.
Gods, no. Yeah, I'll keep it. And she takes it and she folds it up and puts it in her pocket.
There, see, we're even.
For now. She kind of walks over back to the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye, you two.
Take care.
Always.
They wave.
And I'm gonna go find this Sweet Dragon tavern, or the guys, whichever one is closer, and let them know that there is said tavern popping up.
Somewhere in the distance, there is a Fey Lord who feels a draft.
Yeah, right. Connor, are you there? Wait for Connor to get back. I think.
How
he'll shut up.
dare. Also, something very important to note, that's probably the most genuine smile Remy's had in fucking 3 years.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy the butt leaf of a king.
Exactly.
Have this fart leaf.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't need to go into that much.
basically.
I didn't need to go into that much
Oh my
detail.
God.
Use it to fan the flames.
It's the
Oh,
closest to the poop that I'll ever get.
Imagine you just moved it to the side. Just
Welcome back.
All
I've
right.
been here.
You were
whole
being
time.
you were being summoned.
I imagine in my head right now, by the way, I just imagine it snap cuts to the four of you standing in front of what essentially is the Sweet Dragon Express.
It's like an express Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, it's so there's no walls. It is literally I'm not even joking you. It is Waffles is in front of this area. There's a bunch of tables. It's
hell
like an
yeah.
open area. Waffles is on the ground. The exact counter from your guys' place is there.
You
And
gotta
behind-
be fucking kidding me.
And behind it is Helga, who looks like nothing has happened ever.
Good.
Did they pick you up, tavern and all, and just plop you back down here?
No, I grab tavern, lift up, big overhead, and bring down with me. They say no can bring tavern. I said that is bullshit. Watch me.
Fair enough. You know what?
Uh,
God,
That was my
Monty,
second.
I fucking love this woman.
Listen, fire giant, break previous tavern. Make me big angry. This time, I take tavern with me. Nothing great.
Helga, to be fair, didn't you then break that fire giant, if I remember the stories?
Was that what it was? I thought it was errant twig. It snapped like sparrow bones.
Greckles would go white if he had the ability.
Could Remy just smile and fist bump Helga? Is that a thing that he could do?
You bring up your fist, and she goes, "Wash your hands."
Are they dirty? Wait, I didn't. No, they're clean.
Remy, that's just how she is.
You watch as you hear someone smash and fall over. You're back! You're back! As you see Ty Borpington running
Oh
out.
my God,
He is,
Mr.
Oh,
Borpington.
oh,
There he
you're
is.
alive! Oh, bless my sweet fish face, you're alive! And he goes over and he like kisses each of you weirdly on the chin because his face
Oh
is
gosh.
Oh, task like fucking banana cat face is so hard.
oh, it's so good to see you.
Are you holding up okay, Ty?
We are the isopod fritters are selling like hotcakes.
The what?
Yes, we found
Oh,
a field
no.
of isopods, hundreds upon thousands of them. We can have enough food to last us a year.
Task holds his hand up. Not the desired outcome, but I guess it worked in everyone's favor.
Delicious.
That's called planning ahead.
Well,
Exactly.
if anyone can make anything delicious, Ty, it's gonna be you.
Oh, he kind of like runs in place. He goes, I'll make you some delicious mushroom steaks. Just you wait. And he runs off.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds pretty good actually.
Task feels bittersweet about this.
Don't
As
worry.
you-
I'm
As you guys
sure
sit down,
Orby 1 and 2 are fine.
Opal actually comes up and hands you each a drink as you sit down at a table. She kind of gives you a nod. Hers is she seems a little off kilter. She goes, hello.
Hey, how ya holding up?
I am not excited to be back in the Underdark, but the alternative would have been not good.
Yeah.
At least
Well,
you're with good company.
And we're working to fix
Glad you're
that.
here.
I certainly am. And she looks over and she kind of gives a nod towards Osphalos, who's actually not wearing his mask down here. And he kind of gives her an idle wave as he's currently cleaning a table. Thank you for the employment, but also the safety. Yours is a kind and generous souls.
Well,
You
it's
are-
not just it's not just us, it's everyone here.
Anyway, enjoy the mushroom wine, courtesy of the Snurfniblim of the Underdark.
Oh.
Oh, good. Oh,
Oh.
that was the most John H. Benjamin I've went so far. Oh, good.
Oh no.
Panic, you don't think
I probably shouldn't drink the mushroom wine.
You guys just get a semi-transparent of the king in the background.
Oh, I would just throw the fucking cup across the wall.
He slides the bottle over to me and it just says like poison, but then in marker it's not above it.
You know, all things considered, I wonder what the what that neighboring Drow Kingdom's been up to. I heard it's not good, but all things considered.
I'm
Love
a little
spiders.
surprised. Well, they tended to stay away from this place last time we were down here, right?
That was months ago, though. I mean, who knows? This place has grown so much so quickly.
Who else is around?
Oh God. Look.
I would like to I would like to specifically look for Willow.
Yes, please.
Willow is here. Yes.
Where?
I'm trying to figure that out. 1 second. Let me check.
Where's the girl?
Our Willow senses are tingling. We're all on
It's
attention.
like that scene. It's that scene
Okay.
from SpongeBob the movie. Where is he? Up here.
As you
Dangling
ask,
from
like,
the
where is Willow? Obo says, "Oh, would you like me to go collect her?"
Maybe we could go to her, actually.
No, I will have her come here. She kind of looks outside and goes, she is in the women's quarters, so perhaps best not.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't know that was a thing.
See.
Some of the locations are split, just for that reason.
Understandable.
We're at a table, right?
Yeah, you guys are.
Okay, Remy's gonna put his helmet on the table because he doesn't need to be wearing it right now.
Oh, there he is.
You haven't seen that beautiful face in a while.
Don't start.
Oh, come on. We're about to go on a life or death adventure, and I use that in massive quotations. Let's have at least a little bit of a chuckle.
I've had too many moments today that have given me great pause.
We've looked around, we've found our friends and our loved ones. While they might be worse for wear, they're still here. And we have the opportunity to save a lot more. It's going to be dangerous, but we're all coming home. You hear me?
Yeah,
Hi.
I hear you.
You
It's
guys are
anything like
brothers
Azra
to me.
Sahar had said to me. Or at least said to Sully.
Oh my gosh! You hear someone almost trip over a table as Willow turns the corner and sees all four of you having this dour conversation. And you see that she's got a papoose with the egg in it.
The baby!
That's why Doro stayed behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
I assume we all just go run at her at this point.
Yeah. Good luck beating me to her.
Do you want to roll?
I'll fucking race you. Fuck that.
I dimension door to Willow.
I dimension door to Willow too,
You
Panic.
Roll it! You know what?
absolute
Fuck it!
bitch!
You know, fuck it. Roll initiative. Roll initiative, all of you.
Let's go!
Let's
Fucking
go!
initiative!
19!
Ah! Damn it.
14.
Nat 20!
Oh,
God damn it.
Oh, son of a bitch! Nat 20!
Hey, Bosco, I hate to be a buzzkill,
No,
but
let me
who has a
have
higher
this.
number?
I'm a fighter. Please let me have this. You fucking ranger piece of shit, please.
So I would just like to say, as Willow appears, both Task and Remy are like
Just-
one frame immediately on her.
Shun Goku Satsu.
That's the greatest Nat 20 in the world, Remy.
As you guys almost trample Willow, she's like, "Oh, the egg! Careful!
Right.
Oh, it's such a relief to see you guys.
Can we go in for a little hug?
I was just
You
thinking,
do.
careful,
You
hug.
do. You guys are hugging her, but she's like, "Oh, careful the
Yeah.
egg! Watch out." She's mostly just keeping it safe.
Rub the egg.
yeah, pet the egg.
Willow, we've
When
got
I'm
so many. Willow, we got so many stories from you from the Feywild. Oh man, what a place!
We've got so many stories as well. Doris
Oh!
told me you'd come back.
Yeah, I actually have a few things for you from the Feywild. Actually, just to help pass the time.
I'm
Well, hey,
I would love to take it, but I don't have any of my tools down here. I'm very sorry. And my responsibility right now is, and she puts a hand on the egg.
all you need to worry about is yourself and that egg.
That's not all who I'm worried about.
Of course. But we're gonna do our best. And we're gonna get him back. Just like we did with you. Okay?
I know you will. I know you will.
That's right.
Ty Borpington runs out and hands you guys six. Eat, you're too skinny!
That's the point. But yeah.
You guys enjoy some food. The company of who remains of your tavern, the rest all either topside or missing or who knows, God knows what. As you guys eat and enjoy, you can feel it kind of going late into the night. You can tell just by the other patrons now making their way here and drinking the mushroom wine without dying, which is interesting.
Woo!
But as you guys continue your conversation, Helga puts down the glass that she's been cleaning and walks over towards you, which is the first time she's ever done this.
Wait, she left her post?
She never left the bar this entire time.
That's not okay.
No, it's super okay.
She walks up to you and she goes, "You four, stand."
Stands up immediately.
My legs, how did they do that?
Tass slouches and then just stands up slowly.
Remy, do you get up as well?
Remy was already standing.
Gotcha. She kind of walks like a sergeant, like running down the line of their soldiers, kind of looking at you close in the eyes, and she goes, "I can tell by your expression that battle is coming soon to you."
More like we're going to it.
In the worst way possible.
I am strong, like bear. I am stubborn, like ox. But I love, like a mother. She comes in and she hugs the four of you in her big arms, just like. She lets you guys go, and she kind of crosses her arm and goes, "Despite my best efforts, I have come to like you. And if you die, I will kill you."
I believe you.
With all due respect, Helga, I don't believe that's how it works.
She like gives you this look like, "What do you mean?"
When you're
Remy,
dead, you're dead. It's not really.
I look at Remy and I like kind of just like tap him on the side of his armor. You think that would stop her?
I don't know if she knows how death works.
What I am trying to say is that I you see her like lips spasm. That I that I love you. You are like weird surrogate babies, or something went terribly wrong. And she looks down towards you, Taz. But you have been good people, good hearts. You are dumb of ass, but you're warriors. She punches you in the arm, panic way too hard.
Oh, my arm snaps in half.
Helga, for what it may or may not be worth, I always wanted to say thank you for taking care of us. I never had a lot of people in my life that looked after me in the harsh but loving manner that you did, and I really appreciate that. That's why I always tried to get you the best booze I could get my hands on in our travels.
And that booze has now been taken by United Clergy of Oran. May they choke on it. But, well, with you back, I'm sure they'll go running very soon. But I had to say these words. I know the sign of warriors going to their next battle. A battle where very well may fight to their death. Ty Barpington walks up and goes, You gave me hope, and you know what? I had forgotten that I had a fish for a head. And you know what? Maybe it's not about having a fish for a head. Because I had a fish for a head, and you all loved me anyway.
Absolutely.
So even if I were to get the fish removed, nothing would really change. You taught me that. He punches you in the stomach very gently, panic.
What? I cough up my lungs.
What the fuck?
You fly back 50 feet against concrete.
Panic's good in the splash zone, apparently.
Are you killing me?
And I know how it feels, Panic.
The fucking caster is getting beat to hell.
Yeah, welcome to being Panic.
I'm the only one who can revive people from the dead. Please stop hitting me.
Fluffy and Skinny walk up as well. Fluffy
they're
is
just gonna sit on him.
very, very pregnant.
Oh.
Fluffy's very pregnant. And she goes, "Well,
Skinny.
y'all, Skinny, yeah, not Fluffy. Well, I mean, Fluffy, you can't
They're
tell.
both pregnant, but
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to
she's
tell.
showing more.
Yeah, Fluffy's definitely showing more. And Fluffy goes, "Well, y'all, we wish you the best of luck, all right? You just go in guns a-blazing, all right? And you don't let them any quarter, all right?"
What's a gun?
Between the two of us, I think you're gonna have the harder time. We'll be fine. You gotta make a person.
Fluffy reaches over and puts a hand on like your shoulder, Remy, and your shoulder, Greckles, and goes, "War doing."
What?
Did he say war doing?
War
Yeah.
doing.
War doing.
War doing.
We're gonna be coming back after we're done with it too. Count on it.
All right. Well, we'll be off. Good luck.
Of course.
All right. You guys make your way to Hasrod.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I grab Task as where is Hasrod?
He
Is
is
he, like, in the-
apparently he is oh god. Fuck me. Hold on.
Probably in a dumpster somewhere.
I was gonna say, do we have to commute?
It's a little walk, yeah.
Cool. I would like to grab Task while you figure out where the hell Hasrod is.
All right.
You're still in a very like dour state, facially,
Oh,
right?
very much, yes.
Task, I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm doing my very best to cope with the idea that I had actual family. Not by blood, but by the den. I had a family. One small breath of red scale that still was within my eyesight. And I just watched it slip away. And now I march on to my death to make sure that my new surrogate family remains at peace. I fight for something great, but it still doesn't mask the pain that I feel. But I have to be strong for them.
But it's okay not to be okay. It's okay for this to hurt. We are marching into impossible odds, but it's not wrong to grieve what you've lost. And then to pick yourself up and march to fight for a better tomorrow, so that those deaths are not in vain.
Under normal circumstances, you would be right. But now there's a little added cherry on top to all of this. I may not see the fruits of it. I may walk away from this and not get to see the happy ending I tried so hard. I almost destroyed this town over. I almost destroyed the friendships I've made. All of these people who came to us and said thank you, not moments ago. You saw me stand there and say nothing. For the longest time, I've always had my silence be a way of communicating or some way of saying anything. The words were in my mouth, Remy. But God's damn it, I couldn't parse them to say anything.
So say them now.
Fuck. I can't die. I don't want to die. Not after everything I've just gained, everything I'm going to lose, possibly again. A second chance in a life, I had it in my grasp, and now it's possibly gonna go away again. I can't revert back to that same monster I once was walking into Alavas. If I walk away from this, Or even so, I come back and there's nothing left to show for it. I fucking can't be that person again. And that's why there's one shred of me still standing here, believing that there's a hope, so that I can kill that monster that's inside me one last final time.
Remy is going to get down on a knee so that he can look you eye to eye. And he's going to put a talon on your shoulder.
You have overcome more than many will ever have to in a lifetime in just the last week. I understand what it is like to be afraid. I don't want to die either. I don't want to have put my family back together just to not be a part of it. I understand. But you still have things to fight for. You still have a wife to fight for. A family that you made. Because you did kill the demon inside of you. It died with Darkus. I watched it. You are not that person anymore, and you will never go back there again. I know this to be true. And if it will quell the pain in your heart, then tell Panic you need the Sending Stone, and tell Winter whatever you need to say.
I shall, if not for the one thing Azra Sahar has left me. Not only did I bring this woman peace, but God's damn it, the past may be forgiven, but it still lives. And there's something I have to do even after all of this is over. So, thank you for making me snap back to reality, if but for a brief moment. Now, if you'll excuse me. Panic, give me the Sending Stone!
Were we in earshot of all of that?
Yeah.
It depends on how far in front of us you walked, but you certainly heard him.
That is up
yeah.
to Zito. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
is up to Zito.
I was gonna say whatever you want to do.
I mean,
Zito.
I would have said like most of the conversation like hushed was fine, but then like Tasha started yelling and forgot where he was.
So I guess whenever he had the outburst.
So the moment like the decibels went up is the moment you heard him.
Yeah, I think me and Greckles would have started paying attention at that point.
Yep.
Panic's just gonna look over at Greckles and he's gonna reach into his pouch and pull out the Sending Stone. He's gonna walk over, kneel down, and put it in his hands. You got it.
Is there not anything else that's more pressing that you need this for?
Task. Come on, man. Spoil yourself a little bit. You earned this in more ways than one.
Goddamn right, giving my life savings to everyone in this fucking hellhole of a bar that we set up in the lower district. I rip it out of his hands and I start crying as I like ask for Willow. Winter, sorry.
It's okay. All right. What do you say? 25 words.
Type it out if you need to.
Yeah. You know, please give me a moment.
Yeah, take a minute to type it out.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and type it out.
I imagine we're all in just kind of like a kneeled circle.
Yeah.
Support circle.
While he's figuring that out, Panic is going to look at all of you and put his hands in his pockets and be like, he nudges you with his elbow, Greckles, and then he looks over at Remy and nudges him in the armor and breaks his elbow and says, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know, I meant what I said when we were talking with everybody. And everyone thinks we're going in for a suicide mission. Well, you know what? You fucking know what? We are the fucking Unexpectables.
Fucking right.
The United Oran clergy may have beaten us once, but we showed them hell in reprisal. They may have taken our city, but we're gonna take the fight right out from underneath.
They caught us
we're
once.
all coming. We're all coming back.
They caught us once. Well, I think we've all become very different people since then. Wiser, more cunning. And quite frankly, I don't think they got a chance.
Holy
Wow.
fuck, we have
I just made 25.
Nice.
Nice. I have so many things to say to you, but I'm going to let Zito do his thing.
Go ahead and finish your convo because I guess
Okay, yeah.
Panic, that is a very rousing speech that I would expect to hear before going into battle, but you're forgetting one very key thing.
That being,
Monty, Remy is going to hold out his hand and summon his sword and swing it at Panic's head and stop it just short of his throat.
Okay.
What you're forgetting is that it can end that quickly. One strike, one spell, one mistake. We cannot promise them that any one of us will come back, but we can make sure that whatever happens to us, they have a future. None of us want to die, but it is very likely.
And he's going to sheathe the sword.
sort of rubs where his neck almost got slapped. And what you might be forgetting, and he rubs the ring on his finger, is that I'm craftier than that.
All right. Are you guys good or?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Task just fixated, looking at the sending stone, like trying to parse the words that whole time, and then when there was silence, finally his voice breaks. Winter, I may be walking towards my death, but red scale bloodlines are wrathful and bathed in fire, as is my love for you. That's 25.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And she can respond.
There
Can
is
she?
a response.
Oh,
There are
fuck.
no words, but there is a response. And just hearing nothing and knowing there is a response feels like there were words that were said. Something in your gut flares.
With no retort, I feel I know what she said.
And that's what's
Grants me peace. I hand the sending stone back.
and that's what's important.
And I know full well the dangers that we are getting ourselves into. And I know full well that we are good enough to overcome them. And dramatic displays notwithstanding, I think we have it in us to put this whole war to bed for good and to come back safely. Because we've earned that happy ending. All of us have. Not you!
Even Alexa. Even
Alexa's feeling tears right now.
Oh, Alexa. Oh,
I'm gonna be
Alexa.
okay, Alexa.
I'm unplugging you, you son of a bitch. Fuck you, Jeff.
Listen, she was in our game. She showed up a few times. It's great.
She told you to take the trash out, you know.
She also rolled to attack the darkness, which was incredible. So
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Fuck you, Andy Jassy.
Sorry, you were having an amazing speech that I would like you to
yes,
finish.
please.
Yes,
continue.
please do.
Well, I forgot what it is. Alexa, remind me what my speech was? Oh, right. I unplugged you.
Oh.
You were saying something about how you have it or we have it in us to end this war.
We've overcome so much together. And though we might not be whole, I think we're enough. We've got friends here that'll hold the line, that'll keep our happy ending until we get back. And we will. All of us. And I know those might sound like sweet honeyed words. but it's different when I believe them myself. I'm not gussying this up for us. We're doing what needs to be done for the sake of the world, for the sake of ourselves. And we will get it done. That
I propose.
I believe in my whole heart of hearts.
After Taz like looks down, like hearing this whole speech, starts walking forward in front of everyone. I propose a challenge then.
Oh?
Oh?
First to officially save the world gets to gloat about it.
Oh,
You're on.
you, my man, are definitely on.
All right. So as you make your way towards Hostrod's base of operations, which is called the Highly Confidential Communication Center Base of Tube Telefication of Python and Serpent Messenger Commune.
You want to write that one down for us, Monty?
Yeah, what is
Does
that
it spell
acronym,
snake?
Monty? Because you tried way too hard. What is the acronym, Monty?
It is the High Confidential Communication Center Base of Tube Telefication of Pythonic Serpent Messenger Commune.
Oh, please
What does
write
that
that
spell
down.
out? What does that spell out?
HCCBOTTOPSMC.
Okay, that is the You did all that work and it doesn't spell anything?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Hestiopixmum.
Also, don't forget to spell it backwards because she loves to do that.
Who knows? That might be Hostrod's actual UNT name.
What's the what's the anagram? Shuffle the letters around. What the
Chat, this is this is your homework, by the way. Find out the
I was
name.
gonna say that is way too specific with letters to not mean anything.
So, as you guys in the nighttime make your way to Hostrod, out of earshot, and looking over the lake and the undersun, the form of lies forms. Hearing your conversation, stands a ways back, and some words trickle through its mouth. Everyone will come back alive. Wise. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
I fucking hate that god. I hate that god. We heard that?
No, you didn't. That happened off screen, just for flavor.
That was for the audience only.
That was for the audience only.
Fuck you.
And for me as well.
That's not nice.
Well, give me a second.
Right.
Let me drink some.
God, we still have a whole other
coffee milk.
session of
We
talking
do.
to people. Fuck,
If
man.
you want to, we can do whatever we want next session. Honestly, it's all
God,
good.
There's still so much I want to do.
I know. Next session will be the dream spell probably, and then prepping for
And Hosrod prep.
And
Hosrod dream spell, and then going over the mission, and
Gotta
then
talk to Iggy because he probably has shit.
potentially. Well, unfortunately, a lot of stuff was lost in the altercation, but not people. So
While
Look,
we're in this underground base, can we change our spells out freely like an Alavan?
I will allow you. Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah. This is the time to do it. So if you want to switch spells, final prep.
Is this
let's go.
190?
Oh, is
Is
it
this-
190?
Oh yeah, bye Austin.
Oh yeah,
Whoops.
bye Austin.
This
Hi,
is
Austin.
190, right? We're 10 away from 200.
10 away
Yeah.
from beach episode 2.
2.
God, my fucking computer froze for a little bit as I was hitting save.
That's terrifying.
Wait, is it 190 or 189?
It's
I could've
189.
Yeah, it's
Is it 189?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's 189.
Oh god, we're 1 away.
Damn it! I thought it was 190. Is it 189 really? Did I
189.
not count? Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say my 188 was missing.
Well, 188 was until dawn, so yeah, it is 189. I misspoke. Damn it! I got
No
excited.
worries.
Believe this.
Oh boy, you want to go back to college?
Oh man. Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Well,
This
me
was
being-
this was
this
an
was-
emotionally heavy
Fuck,
episode.
man. And
Yeah.
it's
I can't believe you savaged me though. I'm so sad.
Listen,
That was
Sarah's
great.
your friend. She's gonna rib on you.
Also, can I just say, if
if
I ever from this day forward get told by anyone or hear from them themselves that Zito or Gaijin are not actors, I swear to God, I'm breaking my foot off in your ass because you killed it tonight.
Oh my god.
Especially you, Zito. Fucking 3 different scenes. Jesus Christ.
Bruh. I took acting courses. I've done
I'm
dance and
saying,
shit.
man.
I've
Legit.
I've sang in fucking Kyoto World's Fair 2005. I know.
That is the most emotional I have heard you in a scene in quite some time, and it was extremely well done. You killed it. You absolutely crushed it.
I hide my talents.
Well,
You need to stop that shit.
And speaking of stopping, we should probably do the outros.
Good job, Connor.
You fucking juggled that one, but you caught it at the end.
You're like that kid who's like, did you ever think of how it did that?
Yeah. Did you ever have a dream that you could do? I want do.
That you could do anything.
Yes.
What do we even name this episode?
I don't
So
know.
there's a couple of episode titles in the descript or in the bits and subs when we get to that.
I want to crush Alexa in my hands.
No,
I don't
that was
blame you.
great. I'm happy about that. That was funny.
That was really good.
My emotional speech.
Yeah, that was it was poorly timed and it was
Listen,
poorly timed. It was
It was
funny as
very
shit.
on tone for us, though. To be fair, so
Man.
don't feel too bad about it.
No, dude, you fucking ruled. It was fine. The sentiment was still there. That's all that's important.
Fuck you, Andy Jassy.
Do we want to go around the horn? Guys, where can they find you?
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central. I don't know what's going on this weekend, but it's going to be good. There's a lot of new games coming out. A lot of games I love have been updated. We're just going to see how it goes. Expect a brand new Witch Ninja later either this weekend or early next week, talking about Snake from Animal Crossing, of all characters. There's a lot behind him. Oh, is there a lot? So be sure to not miss out on that one.
Monty.
Hi. Oh, you can find me at Montiglu on Twitter, where I'll be tweeting about a lot of things. Definitely keep your eyes on the Twitter for stuff. And then you can find me at twitch.tv/Montiglu. Tomorrow will be Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Hopefully significantly less and a lot more of good old classic dungeon crawl madness. They're on level 2, which is pretty great. We are writing the module as written. There's very little to no homebrew in it. So if you're interested in seeing some pre-written content, definitely come and check that out. And then on Sunday, maybe stream, maybe not. We'll see. I am hoping to hang out with my friend Shay. We want to beat Shadow of the Colossus really bad. Or I want her to beat Shadow of the Colossus, rather, because this game is good. But if we end up not hanging out, then I will be streaming Pokemon Nuzlocke Diamond. We have to fight Dialga, I think, next. So funny adventure with Pokemon that can die if they die. So that's fun. Snarf almost died, and that would have turned the Nuzlocke into a vengeance quest. So glad that didn't happen. But yeah, that's it for me.
Let's move it on down to actor extraordinaire Christopher Zito. Where can they find you?
I'm eating a sour gummy. You fuck.
Sounds like a you problem. Where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/Zito, where my schedule is not will change officially going into next year. But until then, you'll catch me playing carts because I doubled down on making mods for it for the time being. Any indie games that come out, I'll go ahead and play them. A lot of stuff's getting revamps and a lot of rework, so there's a lot of stuff going into next year. Like I'm not gonna claim that it's gonna be bargain barrel-esque, but like I want to get back into that mindset going into 2022. So like lots of esoteric fucking indie games and revisits to old stuff that got updates. Beyond that, yes, I have stuff on DM's Guild if you want D&D homebrew stuff, but if you want the new fresh hotness and updates with a lot more freedom for me to actually write down some random crazy bullshit, please go to my Patreon at the Ever Ingot Almanac, because I actually have I think I actually now know a way I can like freely make a Aloysius' Guide to Social Acceptance sort of book with all my homebrew races, but that can only happen on my Patreon or in some other way. So that's the best way to support me right now. But if you still want to buy any of my legacy stuff, check out my DM's Guild.
Very nice, very evil. Distortion Devil, play us out.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Playing games with the boys on Tuesday. Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where basically just play whatever I feel like. Before Rage Night. Saturday is when, before either Gateway or the Prince Division, I play Yakuza 5 Remastered. And Sundays, I'm playing through the Banner Saga. Ouch! Also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild, and also be sure to check out Dead House Sonata. They've got a playable tech demo out right now. Be sure to go over there and check it out at deadhousesonata.com. Other than that, I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsor for this evening's escapades. Bye, Paradise.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ah! Oh god, we lost one.
And then every fucking time.
It's fine.
Not
it's-
every time. That was the first time it's happened in a long time.
It joins the pile of D4 that you will find in like a month. Yes. As we've stated before, Die Hard Dice is taking the rest of the year off. So, yes, orders will not be shipping until 2022. But you can still, I believe, use the code and purchase that. They just won't be shipping your stuff until 2022. If you use the code Unexpectable ! You can save 10% off. Also, we have no idea when that code will be good for. So if you are watching this in 2022, that code may or may not still work. I will have to check with our representative. And if not, we will get you a new code as soon as possible. Other than that, I think we're ready to move on for business.
Alexa, do we have to take out the garbage?
I have her muted. She's
Damn.
in timeout. White Fang 9018, thank you for the 100 bits. Sloth 0130, thank you for getting 5 subs to the community. Arukana, thank you for the 17 months. Loving the session so far. This might be my last time watching live for a while because I got a new job, but I'll definitely keep up with the VODs.
Hell yeah.
VOD Squad.
Good job. Grimalas Prime, thank you for the 20 months of Prime subbage. Big Art 61991, thank you for the 20 months. Loving the episode. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the leet bits. Solar Fire 7, thank you for the 3 bits. Boom in the hole. Like Tabuya 123, thank you for the 200 bits. Is there someone who keeps cutting onions during this episode, especially during task scenes? I swear to God, I'm going to kill them.
I think it's Gaijin because they're normally ninjas that cut them, so it's got to be Gaijin.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, ninjas are known for...
Yeah, the only thing we're trying to figure out is which ninja, which we're hoping you can help out with.
Oh, you can find that this weekend, Bosco.
Got him! You like that plug?
That's good.
Nice softball hit there.
Yeah. Gaijin went from I'm super pissed at you to, hey, a plug.
I didn't say I was pissed.
No, I
We're
get it.
not
I hate me too.
friends.
Sorry, Connor. Keep going.
Yeah. Ken Hard, thank you for the 600 bits. What's happening today, folks? After a year of catching up, I am now here. Wowzers, this place looks cool. Yeah. Welcome to the party. Congratulations on catching up. Heretical Cryptid, thank you for the 100 bits. Gorilla as Santa with a Glock, thank you for the 100 bits. One word to panic. Ahem. Scarlet. great session, everyone. This gorilla was was welling at some points. I know. I didn't get a chance to get to her yet.
Get to who?
Scarlet.
Yeah, I was really surprised you didn't go there.
I wanted to check on Helena. God
Next
damn.
session. There's too many people you like.
At least you guys have loved ones.
Oh my
What
god,
the fuck does that mean?
Solly is right
You
there.
know what? I'm gonna. Solly's
Freckles,
gonna.
we are right
Solly's-
here.
Solly's gonna get stabbed in the side and pop like a balloon now.
That's okay, Greckles. This time I never
liked you either.
on my own. It's okay, Greckles. I made you a yukata from my tears this time.
It's fine. I poke the hornet's nest because sometimes it makes me laugh and other times it stings me badly.
Lies pops up at the very end when you betray us all. He cried you a yukata made of tears. And you kill him.
How are you gonna live with it?
Laughing, apparently.
Ryojin, thank you for this 50 bits. Well, now this episode was filled with many, many emotions and deep moments. I was glad I was able to watch this episode live along with everyone. Also, to repeat my earlier question, since Bosco forgot to ask it, Gaijin, what do you think of the Nubatama clan from Cardfight?
Oh,
man,
yeah,
I have no idea what that is.
Wait, what? Sorry, I zoned out. What's going on?
Nubatama Kamala.
Right.
What was it? Nubatama clan?
Monty, you missed the whole episode.
Dude, my
We're at the
brain
end.
fried.
Did it without you.
What are you asking? Sorry, what are you asking? I apologize.
Nothing. We're not asking you anything. We're asking
I believe that is the joke.
Yes.
Don't worry, Monty. I'm
Next.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
Lazy
I'm so sorry.
Spade, thank you for the 500 bits. Why are you killing me? Panic, I'm not dying, Grim Tongue. I'm not going to die. Oh, yes, you are.
The NPCs are going to make sure of it.
Fuck! Everyone's killing me.
Are you sure about that? Says John Cena.
I love our diametrically opposed views on this, by the way. It was really nice.
Yeah. Bubba Bob, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Title suggestion, Rays of Hope.
That's pretty good.
Lovely Lorelei, thank you for the 250 bits. Everyone says that I'm using my writing to push my political agenda, which I never understood. I'm non-binary. I don't even have agenda. Hang on.
Plus 0.5.
I gotta.
Ew.
There you go.
Did you just drop like brake gas or something?
What? You didn't hear that?
Your sound clip literally cut out, which is great.
Damn it! I went.
Yeah, like that.
Stop playing it.
No.
Why I oughta.
Oh,
There
we
you
go.
go.
There we go. I only heard the tail end of that, and it sounded like a truck releasing brake pressure.
Yeah. I farted.
So proud.
Where was I? The Goblet of Fun Making. Thank you for the 100 bits. God, this is so fucking weird to have the session be done and it not be 1 a.m.
No,
That is true.
Monty's been really, really good about.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is
things
about
done
when
on
we
time.
normally end.
This is pretty much the norm.
That's why when she's like, "Hey, can we run a little bit later?" I'm like, "Yeah, you got this."
Zenlita, thank you for the 300 bits. Absolutely amazing acting for everyone tonight. I totally didn't cry several times. What are you talking about? Shut up.
No, you shut up.
Catch this overhead.
Catch
Man,
these tears.
I can't wait for the Yub Yub song celebration when we get back.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Zito.
If we get back.
You fucking yub.
Oh fuck! You're welcome, Zito.
Remy comes back as a Force ghost.
Why? Why is it always ghosts?
Except it's the younger version of them that has to get superimposed.
Wait, Connor, why the fuck is it always ghosts? Bustin' makes me feel good.
Me too. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 11 bits. Using the last of my bits for the year. Monty, why? What was that? Also, everyone was amazing. What the hell? God, you're also awesome.
Here's my response.
By the way, Monty,
Hey,
Monty,
Flustered Bun. Now
Monty,
you know.
I have Capri Sun in the fridge,
Oh, good.
Oh, fuck
and I'm gonna be drinking them over the course of this episode and the next one, just
Bun.
for you.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I have Capri Sun and Dungaroos.
Flustered Bun. Now you know why our trade didn't happen today. It'll happen soon, but now you know why.
And now you know. My super short show.
Solid reference.
Yeah. Ace Bounty, thank you for the 500 bits. First, happy New Year to you all. Second, what the fuck, Monty? I didn't want to hear that.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, sadness.
Someone will die. Of fun.
God damn it.
That is Isla. That is my Siggy Q did art of Isla and Bell for Belton with that, and it's my favorite thing in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone will die of fun.
Pixel Tapestry, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I'm not crying, you're crying. Fantastic, Callum. Thank you for the 100 bits. Geez, I haven't cried this much during your campaign since the end of Ravenloft 1 and the Elemental Plane of Earth. There's not enough words to say it, but thank you all for being the best show I've gotten to experience in years.
What do all those have in common? Zito being amazing. Boom!
It's true, though.
Got him.
Listen, shut up. I'm posting in my. I'm gonna shell my Patreon and post.
Yeah, go ahead. Go shove your Patreon and go post on your live journal.
For $5 for fuck's sake. My live. Did you just fucking say my live journal?
I sure did.
You cock.
Damn.
Wow, that's some real vitriol right there.
Yeah, I'm pissed now at you. That's actually. I'm actually.
I found the nerve. I found it.
It's cringe. Prepare to be judged.
Go write about it in your MySpace, you fucking nerd.
Oh my god.
Oh motherfucker! Okay? I will not forget this.
Nope.
No, I won't.
You, Connor.
Man, Bosco's making enemies left and right.
The Real Tech Bandit. He's just making sure that it's him that dies in the end.
Because Tasca shoots him in the back. I don't give a fuck.
He's sealing the deal. He just takes an arrow to the spine. Remy looks around and sees Task, says, "Don't have a live journal." That's the last thing he hears.
No, no. I would pull the worst thing in the fucking planet. Hail Periton.
Oh no!
Well, thank God I'm not doing that though.
And y'all talking about
that'd be the best
backstabbing.
swerve.
You're right. That would be a stupid decision, Zito. God, where was I? The Real Tech Bandit, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Mourning After.
Yeah, we do.
But it's spelled like morning. Like
that actually is not that.
That's not bad either. That's clever. Who posted that?
The Real Tech Bandit.
Well done.
I'll write that one down.
Yeah.
Lost to Me the Robot, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Rivers.
By the way, I can after the stream's over, I can go through the entire list of the state of people just so you get a more detailed report.
Yes, please.
A lot of time. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Please continue.
Yes. Where the hell is I? Lost to Me the Robot, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Rivers of Joy and Sorrow.
I've been walking in the middle.
Fantastic, Callum. Thank you for the 50 bits. Episode 200 has to be your random Evangelion high school AU. I need to see Greckles running through the school while eating toast.
I'm actually really okay with that. I'm really okay with that.
We already had the anime school episode. It was a
Did we?
sponsored stream.
Yeah, we did it. But,
Yeah,
Oh,
but that,
boy!
Shit.
Check out, by the way. Check out our, if you haven't caught our one shot for
Yeah.
check it out. It's a good
it was
time.
so good.
Yeah,
I just-
sponsored by the release of Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos.
Yeah, do you want to see more Gaijin and Zito acting fucking amazing because they're actors? Go watch them act in
Bosco,
Strixhaven. They're actors.
I played a neurotic nerd. Are you kidding me?
All the fuck I did was play Hootie from fucking Owl House in a mech suit.
No.
I know you played Hootie, and I'm so sad you didn't bring the blowfish. I'll be here all night. That's probably what
Wow.
you're scared of. Yep.
I'm gonna fucking destroy you later. Hoot hoot!
Oh.
And
I don't voice actor or anything.
I'm having fun. Let's continue.
Oh, you are.
Night Wolf, thank you for the 7 months. How has the crazy crew been? Solar Fire 7, thank you for the 2 bits. CD Regulus, thank you for the 179 bits. Monty, you say the Discord interactive icons would be jarring with different emotional scenes, but then there's Panic's icon. I mean, I'm like, hey, it's me, it's Panic, it's great to be here. I'm telling my mother that I might be going to my death.
Your mother? Girlfriend, you mean? You're not girlfriend, that is.
She's next.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, Mom, who I've been looking for 16 years. Might be
I'm
going
gonna
off to
die.
die, but I'm not going to tell you about that.
It's fine. I don't know about it.
Where the fuck go? Magic Ninjago, 10 years of spin jitsu. Thank you for the 100 bits. My question now is, what happened to all of Borky's cheese?
Probably
Look,
with them.
of all of the questions,
It's been
That's probably
repurposed
most-
by the clergy.
yep.
Probably
They
as
cur-
cement.
Oh.
This cheese has been deemed heresy.
Hit it with a heavy flame, my brother.
I'm putting it in the jail. Spelt with a G
It'll be smoked down here.
and an O.
Mm.
Kane Lane God, thank you for the 40 bits. Need that sax music, Monty.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
pretty legit.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty cool.
was, it was called Stone World Battle is what it was called. I believe. No, that wasn't what it was called, sorry. What was that called? Fuck.
Uh-oh.
What, I can't remember what it was called.
Well,
Shit.
now we'll never know, Kane Lane God.
I
Knowing
think,
is half the battle.
what was it called? Oh my god.
Smooth jazz. for
Oh,
the soul.
it was called I remember what it was now. It was oh god, where is it? It's like
Do ya?
down by the it's like down by the shore or something like that. I can't remember what it's
Van
called.
down by the river.
Steady guide of government
Down by the sea.
cheese.
It's called Down by the Sea. That's what it was called, sorry.
Living in a van down by the river.
Dusty Bone, thank you for the 100 bits. Glad to be back. First episode I got to watch live in a while. Also, episode title pitch, Deep Wounds.
Mm.
Discotheque Priest, thank you for the 500 bits. Monty, they're hitting us with Mr. Popo energy at the end. You're going to die.
He did.
We're all going to die.
You'll be fine, except this season just looks over at Greckles. You.
Man, I love how everyone, and I mean everyone at this point, is just in on the many deaths of Greckles.
It was Remy last time. I had to pick someone different.
Did you though? Did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I'm sorry, Bosco. I know it's hard to feel left out.
It is.
I'll-
Listen, I'm extremely insecure and I need to be a part of the joke.
I see. Faceless 42, thank you for the 30 bits. Monty, why did you hurt us like that at the end?
Why not?
It's suspense. What do you want?
Why not though?
My Bosco, you'll be happy to know my wife just said she can't help every time she hears your voice without thinking of clowns.
What? Why did you what? I don't understand
your
what that
name,
means.
apparently.
Bosco, that's Bozo.
Womp,
Not
womp.
What the fuck?
She is now laughing in the corner now. Good.
Bozo the clown, not Bosco the clown. We have to have a conversation.
Have we found the nerve then?
No, I just need to help. That
Man.
was a good show back in the day.
Man, I didn't know Bosco's trigger was freaking clowns, man.
I have fucking heaps of advantage on you now, my guy.
It's not. No, it's the name. It's just the wrong name. Bozo was a good show.
Doom Knight 13, thank you for the 100. I just want to know what happened to Log, and Happy New Year.
I think Log's fine. I mean,
Fell out
let's
of a blimp.
Log is a higher level than us cleric. He'll be fine.
Did you just say a higher level than us, cleric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
He's at least a level 17 cleric.
Bold of you to assume that logic applies to that thing.
He cast a 9th level guiding bolt.
He
Yeah,
summoned
he
a
did.
fucking angel.
Yeah, he did.
Log doesn't have a CR or a rank or a level or a class.
Log
Log is
is not
Log. Log just does shit. That's not a cleric spell, so.
Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. Great episode title by the Talbs. What lies ahead?
That's a good one.
That's good.
Another person also, I think, had that one. That was another good one.
Doom Knight 13.
I might want to save that for another episode. Potentially.
That's fine.
Like
Doom
next
Knight.
episode, potentially.
Doom Knight 13, thank you for the 100 bits. Wait, is the cheese poisoned by the snake? Maybe.
I still got that poison milk somewhere on my person.
Why?
You know, it might just come in handy sometime. You never know.
I get it. We go up to Icarus. We hand the poison milk to him. I cast command drink, and it's
Then he
all over
dies.
from there.
It's all
Just
over.
spoiled, poisoned, curdled milk.
Hey, Bosco. I'm gonna post something in general because
Go for it.
we found something a little bit more interesting about
Okay.
why my wife made that joke.
Okay.
Congratulations, you're an ice cream topping, my guy.
Wait, is that Bosco chocolate syrup?
Yeah,
Oh, I still use that shit. That shit's good.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that's why they did it. I forgot that was a thing. Yeah, I love Bosco chocolate syrup. Are you kidding me?
It's your chocolate syrup.
You're damn
Guys
right.
do it.
That shit's delicious. Look, don't knock it to you. If you have it at your local like world market or something, it's mostly on the East Coast, buy some Bosco chocolate syrup. Real talk.
Get a taste of Bosco with Bosco chocolate syrup, not sponsored.
Maybe don't phrase it like that.
Oh, we have fun.
I can't
We
wait
sure
until
do.
we kill Icarus and instead of the end, he bleeds cottage cheese.
He bleeds Bosco chocolate syrup. It's been the black goo all along.
That's what
it
is.
It was me all along.
The end was me.
Hunch Punch, thank you for the 100 bits. Borky's cheesery was blown up. The only thing left was debris.
Okay,
Oh my
that's
fucking god.
that's a solid 7. All right.
A 7? No, that gets a 1.
Oh, fuck you.
I'll give it a 7 too. I like.
Thank you, Monty.
I'll give it an extra point because the person's name is Hunch Punch. Magic Ninjago, 10 years of Spinjitzu. Thank you for the 50 bits. Edward Bozo.
Thanks.
It begins.
Skyblaze 71325. Thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title: What Lies Unspoken.
It's also really good too.
And finally, Oz195 with the 100 bits. Episode title: Sweet Little Lies.
Tell me, sweet
Sweet little eyes of mine. I'm gonna let them shine.
Alrighty, that's it, isn't it? Wow.
Yep, 189 in the books.
Good job, guys. By the way, I want to say this out loud in front of people,
Oh,
first,
hey.
but good shit.
No,
guys.
you did a good job.
These games would be
Yeah.
if I didn't have such good players.
You're green with it.
All right. I would like to raid Therapod, honestly, for this.
No.
Must we?
God.
Wow, what happened? What did I miss?
And he is currently listening to this episode, I can only assume.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking damn it, man.
Are
What
you
did I
vividly
miss?
mad? I'm scared.
No, we're not. No, Monty.
No,
we're not
this is
actually
no. You're
mad.
fine.
Okay,
raid him.
I'm
I don't
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, it's making
We're
sure.
not actually mad.
Monty got nervous because that's the first time Zito and I have been on the same page the last
Yeah,
4
that
hours.
literally
You're
is
all
the
such-
thing that did me, and I was like, "Oh fuck, is there something I don't know about?"
You're all such good actors, you know.
I am.
It's true, man. Where's my fucking Emmy?
Let's rate Therapod art. Now, biggest thing about this is we're rating Therapod. Do not talk about spoilers.
No
Please.
spoilers should be the raid
Episode.
message.
Yeah,
Don't
no
be that
spoilers. Yeah,
No
no.
spoilers,
so
raid message.
don't spoil anything, please.
If I catch you saying, "Oh, I wonder if he'll get to this part," fuck you.
Oh yeah, like don't even hint at anything that's coming
Don't
up
hint.
because people. He says no spoilers, and then people find a way to say something.
Yeah, so please don't do that. Please show him some love. He's probably drawing things. Hopefully,
He's drawing monsters from D&D.
Hopefully no
he's not
butts.
drawing a butt. Yeah, I was gonna say.
More butts.
We're rating Therapod art. Take care, everybody. See you next week for
guys.
190.
Goodbye.
episode 190. Yeah.
Have a happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Have a good bye.
2022.
Goodbye, Uichua.
I hate you.